So it might just be us. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome to some reading sprints with friends, but this might just turn into a big old yap sesh. We are not sure yet because we haven't hung out and talked in quite some time. But I do have a 30-minute timer just in case we feel like reading, being productive. If you guys want to introduce yourselves for those who might pop in or watch this later.
Go ahead, Chloe.
Okay.
Whatever order you want.
I'm Chloe. I'm over at Reading with Chloe, YouTube, Instagram. I read sometimes. I don't post very regularly, but I'm here.
You read. You love your comfort reads, for sure.
Same. Yeah.
Okay. I'm Joanna, XOJo on YouTube, Books by Joanna on Instagram. I'm just happy to yap. I'm like ready to, yeah. It's been a while. Like YouTube long form editing has been like between hosting in real life meetups and then like travel book events and then making like content, it's been really hard to sit for like the 5 hours you need to edit a YouTube video.
Yeah, no, I think if I lived your lifestyle, I'd just simply that would be my main focus. I don't think I would try quite as hard at YouTube because I'd be like, well, I'm busy talking to real people.
I'm like, you would just die and you're like, yeah.
I would also probably die. That's a lot of socializing.
Yeah, my battery's pretty shot.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I'm glad that I was able to like corral you guys in a very short period of time to be like, this is the day we're gonna do it.
Yes.
I was so scared you'd be like, I'm just too busy. I can't make time ever.
We're good. We're here.
Yeah,
we're alive.
But I think there's a new bookstore that opened downtown-ish area, and it's a primarily romantasy bookstore. Very small, but it's very cute. It's next to like an ice cream shop and a donut place. And they do like monthly book clubs and paint nights, and so I need to ease my way into that. Start hanging out with her.
I want to do that too. A new place just opened here. I really want to go to it. It's a book bar. So it's a bookshop and like kind of like a speakeasy almost. And they have like book cocktails and you can buy books. And they have silent reading book clubs. So you literally just go and get a drink and just like everybody's just reading by themselves.
Yeah.
I really want to do it. It sounds like a lot of fun.
We have one of those in Portland, but you have to like pay by the hour to sit there. And I'm like, I guess you gotta get your coin, but like also I don't
It might be different. I think here you just have to buy a drink of some sort. It doesn't even have to be alcoholic. You just have to like buy food or a drink and you're good.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's exciting.
Yeah. Do you just get like anxious going out in person? Yeah. Because you were like, I need to get my way into it. And I'm like, is it your nerve? Like any space where you're alone, I feel like can be nerve-wracking. But then if you add social anxiety on top of that, it's just really bad.
And parking anxiety because it's downtown and there's like the worst parking lots and street drivers everywhere. And so
I think that's why my group meetup appreciates me because they're like, the parking's always solid. I'm like, because I hate having to plan for parking. And so if I get to host, I'm going to pick places that are really solid in parking or like encourage carpooling, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I can't with bad parking. I hate it.
I hate it so much. And it stresses me out, especially if it's like once I go the first time or two, that anxiety kind of eases a little bit because it's like, okay, I know what to expect. But it's going into the parking and not knowing what it's going to be like the worst. It's terrible.
Yes. I'll look on Google.
Yeah, I could totally really.
Yeah, Eugene, Boise, not like great areas for driving.
Really?
Boise City is a little rough. Here it's really easy. Like it's not. People complain about it all the time here, but I'm like, have you been to California? Have you been to Seattle? Like it's not.
Well, LA is rough. LA is rough because it's just like small streets and then it's like crazy. It made me appreciate, like, I know the Bay Area has really bad traffic, but LA still statistically beats us. And every time I come back, I'm like, I feel like our roads are enormous after I come back from LA every time. And I'm like, wow, I can turn. Like, I don't know. I just feel so grateful when I come back. And then it goes away quickly when I'm like, oh my goodness, all this traffic again. But LA's rough. It's like if you leave a minute or two later, suddenly that 20-minute drive turns into like an hour. It's actually insane how bad
You know what's crazy? It's been over a year since we went to Y'all West.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. It feels like it was like recently, and it makes me sad.
Really? Boise was like 6 months ago, and that feels like 3 years.
I know. I was just thinking about that too. I was like,
Only
when
6
was
months
Sam down
ago?
here? Yeah, but
I
and
bet
then
you-
I was because we were talking about driving because I drove for that trip. We drove from here to LA, which was an 18-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to LA at like 7 o'clock at night. So we were hitting like the end of the traffic, and I was like off of like 18 hours of driving straight. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
I still
die.
can't believe you also
Brutal.
did Disney on top of that. I would have been like, leave me alone. I
Mhm.
You
need
know
to
that's the
sleep.
main reason she went.
Well, that's why my family went with me. I was gonna go by
Oh.
myself, and then I got my family and Gavin to go too, and then
Sam,
Yeah.
I was the main reason.
yeah,
I was the
and
main reason.
Joanna. Yeah,
Then Disney, then
Yeah.
the books.
I don't know. My Disney adult friend over here.
we don't need to talk
What I
about
associate
this.
Chloe with probably the most. Books second. Disney first.
Yeah, Disney first for sure.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about what I'm doing at the end of this month.
Oh
That's
my
so
goodness.
exciting.
It's not Disneyland.
That's even more exciting.
I know. I'm doing a first. I'm excited.
First.
A first.
Oh,
I've
that's
never
gonna
been.
be really fun.
Yeah.
I went
What's a
in high
first?
school for culinary.
I'm going to Disney World for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Mhm,
Big
And we're
ol'
driving.
Epcot. Oh my god.
Oh.
It's gonna be a 4-day drive.
Is it because
That's-
Gavin?
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane, but it's gonna be fun. And I'm gonna vlog the whole thing because my channel is becoming Disney content basically with some books.
Hey, I think it makes sense that it's a book channel when you're in your downtime, but when it's Disney time, it's a Disney channel.
It's a Disney Channel.
Exactly.
I know I have like all this footage and I'm like, I should just make it part reading vlog, part like, let me just update you on what's been happening because it's been a lot
Yes.
this year.
Yeah. No, give us a FaceTime video where it's just, hey, this is gonna be low edit, very minimal effort.
diss
We're just
me.
gonna chat. And we can do some parasocialing with you.
Parasocially.
Sounds good to me.
They'll be
I
like,
love like weeks in my life and stuff like that. Like I love watching those kind of videos. I'm like,
I'm so nosy about people. Like when I see my friends just like living their life, I'm like, this is so exciting.
I think hearing you say it is encouraging when you're like, when we've talked one-on-one and you're like, what are you doing? What was this like? What was that like? And like, you're not the only person who asks sometimes like, what are festivals like and stuff? And I just automatically like, I'll catch footage when no one cares. I don't upload it. And like people
Yeah,
do
no, I
get
care
they're, like,
deeply.
curious, but I'm always like, they're curious about somebody else,
Oh, you think that we
Yeah.
don't want to live through you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha. I disagree fully, but I do understand that entirely. I feel that way when I upload any video. I'm like, and nobody cares. Why? Me. My opinions don't matter. But then a video does decent, and you're like, I guess people will listen to me. Yeah.
You have a very exciting life, Joanna. I feel like you would be a good vlog channel. Like you have a lot going on. Which also means vlogging would add extra to that already a lot going on. So.
You're like, what is this now? Yeah, I guess I just have to learn how to vlog. Like how do you vlog? What do the people want? And then it's like, because then like I've realized like a lot of people that follow or whatever, they'll tell me like when we meet in person or like chat, like all these things or questions are like, you're so funny or like this and that. And I'm like, I am? Like you think I am? Like I have fun. Like I laugh at my own videos like so much.
Oh yeah, all the time. I think I laugh at myself more than viewers.
Yeah, like making stuff like you have fun making your things. At least you should. I think you should have fun making your content. But then like we wouldn't really know what people like want unless they kind of say something. And so hearing them in person say like, oh, I like to know this or this, I'm like, oh, I had no idea. I'm just like having fun. And then after that, I don't think anyone else cares.
Yeah. So a couple things. One, you could probably get away with doing a Q&A on your channel pretty easily. I think a lot of people have a lot of questions they'd love to ask. And then all your Instagram people that you ask the questions from can go to your YouTube channel to get, it going again. And then also for vlogs, if you get footage at like book events, but you don't necessarily want to stop and talk to the camera, you can always do voiceovers for the vlogs. Those are really popular.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I also feel like Doing more like live reactions are like coming back too, like not so edited all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, because that's what you would get from me. I'd be like in front of my camera, be like, this is hella hot, you know. Whatever else, it'll be fun. I mean, I like YouTube a lot, and I love long form content because I consume it. It's just been really hard to sit down when you're like doing so much. You're like, I don't want to add more screen time. Like, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I've been watching Love
Sitting down to
Island.
edit.
That's been a journey.
Oh,
I want to watch.
could you hear her?
No,
Okay. We can't hear you anymore. You cut out.
you're gone.
I was like,
Do
did
you
my
watch it,
headphone
Sam?
die? I haven't. I've watched part of a season for, I think, the Love Island UK, because everyone says the US one sucks. But
Yeah.
everybody's been loving the recent season that I'm like, maybe
Oh,
I
I
but then
wouldn't
it's like,
say
what,
loving.
50-something
I think
episodes?
like living for the messiness, you know. But I will say, like,
You're
I'm
there
not
for
a
the drama,
reality.
yeah.
I'm not a reality TV person, but I got hooked. Like Sam, I was like, I'm like registered to vote. Like I'm voting on the damn app. Last night I was like staring at my phone, like, who do I vote for here? It was like
That's so
talking with
funny.
friends. I was looking at threads. I'm like, okay, who's safe so I can like save someone else? Like I was so into it. And I'm like,
I
who
love that
am I?
so
Like,
much.
I didn't even vote during like American Idol, you know, when like that was more of a thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Remember back then? And now here I am like registering, like, oh, who will I give my vote to? Like so intense.
I love that so much. I love reality TV, funnily enough. Like it's like a guilty pleasure. I will just watch it in a day. The Queer Ultimatum season 2 just came out. Still haven't seen it, but it's top of my list because I love the mess. I love the drama. So I would watch it. It's just, I think because there's so many episodes that it just feels kind of intimidating to try and catch up.
But it's kind of fun though, because when's the last time that like the whole world kind of watches something together and you're like waiting for the episode to drop at night? And like, I don't know. I think it's just been a while since I've seen like a show like that, and that everyone is having discussion at the same time.
Yes.
Like that's
it has
really
brought a lot of people together.
yeah.
Can you hear me now?
There's a lot of beef online too.
Yes, we
No.
can hear you now.
Okay. Sorry.
Congratulations, welcome back. Yeah, you just
Thank
were
you.
like mid-talk, you just
Voice.
completely cut out.
Perfect. No, I want to get into Love Island. I haven't watched it, but I want to.
Yeah, I went back and I just finished season 5, season 6, I mean, because a lot of people were saying like, no, this isn't like really what Love Island is. So they were like, you can go ahead and watch, like you won't see any spoilers because they like changed the freaking landscape completely. And after watching season 6, I was like, I see why people kind of hate season 7. Because the voting and like the intention is just so different. And I
think they used to do voting when it first started. They did voting when like Love Island first started, and I think it might have stopped for a little while.
Voting like the audience?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like that's something that they originally did back in like when it was first coming out, and
there was
a lot more hype. And then I think the hype died down because it started to get bad, and I think just like authenticity was gone. And now it's kind of like on the upswing
right now. But they're talking about like the Islanders voting, because they're voting people this season kind of like if it were Survivor.
Oh,
you know,
that's right.
that they're like trying to win. And when I saw the way the Islanders were voting season 6, they're like, well, that so-and-so has like a really good connection and like, let's just keep them. And here they're like, well, they basically locked in on this one person and the other person's actually like hooking up with people. So let's vote out the person with the good connection. And people are like, this ain't Hookup Island. Like it's Love Island. Like they're here for love. And you can definitely see that in season 6. So I was like, oh, okay, that's what people meant. Okay. Like even one guy, when they were going to announce the winner, he was like, oh, I forgot like that there's like a prize at the end because they're looking for actual love. So I was like, okay, I see why people hate it now.
Gotcha. Yeah, I love reality TV, but it's just, it's a little intimidating. And I don't have friends that like watch it as much. Like Eliza watches Netflix reality TV.
Text me.
And I will now.
Yeah.
Chloe, you're muted. I can unmute you, actually. I have this power. Oh, I can't unmute you because you muted yourself. I should have power over you.
No. Can you hear me now?
She said no power over me.
We share an account. I should have power over only Chloe. Oh, that's probably why, because you have equal power.
Yeah, she has equal power.
That makes sense. I guess I can't override you.
Wow. I'm evil.
But yeah, I will be watching Queer Ultimatum soon, and I might film a reaction to it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll see. It's one of those things where I too want to do so many things, and I just don't simply have the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, able to balance BookTube for the most part, but if I like try to do anything beyond that, gets overwhelming.
It's like we have a job.
With work, with wanting to have other hobbies, with wanting to have other YouTube channels. Like, it's just not enough time in the day.
Mm-mm.
I have a box of memories for the last like 3 years on my floor that I'm going to sort this weekend so that I can start working on our scrapbook again, because it's just a mess.
Huge.
Yeah. But it's my weekend. I don't have to work until Monday. And even then, I might call out a Monday.
That's a long weekend.
Is it because of the 4th of July thing?
Yeah, because I have Wednesdays off normally, and then I take Thursday off, and then I have Friday off, and then the weekend. And then I hate working, so I might just take another Monday off. But I'm taking a lot of time off.
Thought like the 4th of July was canceled. And a lot of people like at the table were like, we forgot. And one of the girls was like, isn't it like canceled? Like, are we not celebrating this year?
Yeah, I don't really celebrate 4th of July besides like watching the neighbors light some fireworks and read a book in bed. But this little guy does not like the fireworks at all. And they've already started going off.
Mm-hmm. Same
so
here.
He's not having a great time, but we got medicine for him this time, so hopefully it works.
We got a jacket. So we have a new puppy. This is our first time like experiencing fireworks with her. And we got a puppy jacket for her, an anxiety puppy jacket. So we're literally wrapping her up in that. And like we were like, maybe it's okay. We haven't heard any tonight. So we sent her out to the bathroom last night, like to go outside. And she took one step outside. And of course, then a firework went off. And she went, nope. It went right back inside. Oh my goodness.
See, my dog was every time. That. She was
we have a weighted blanket for him.
Yeah.
My other dog does not care. Severo could not care less about a firework. He's like, whatever.
Yeah.
But my poor dog, he keeps scratching his face, and so it just keeps getting worse. So today he had to go to the vet, and his little face is all shaved. So we can put ointment on him.
Poor baby.
Allergies are rough. I know my dog was like scratched herself really bad too. We've been like spraying her with like anti-itch and stuff so she doesn't touch it. And it's like better now, but the poor thing just has like allergies too. I was like, I have allergies. My mom has allergies. Our dog has allergies. I was like, this climate is insane, you know?
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah, she's like sneezing everywhere. I'm like, girl.
Same. Just got my first thing of Claritin for the whole year. It's been brutal.
Yeah. Even with the medicine I take, when there's like a huge shift in climate, like I wake up just stuffy and just struggling.
There's nothing I can do about it. We live in a valley. It's just bad here all the time.
Yeah. Look, Sunny asked what we're reading.
Not intentionally changing the subject, but what are you reading? No, you can change the subject all you want. We're here to yap, but also we might get some reading in. I'm hoping to start and maybe today finish Watermoon. This was on my TBR for June, and I just did not get to it. So we're going to read this. She's a pretty cover, but I don't know if she's going to be a good book. That's why I'm reading it. So it's very much potentially bad. Nobody's given it good ratings, but hopefully you'll like it because of the magic system. My best friend.
It's so pretty, though.
It's so pretty. I have 2 special editions of it as well. And the original cover had a reverse dust jacket art that you could fold into origami. So the marketing was really cool. It's got like a Studio Ghibli feel, apparently. But people don't like the romance or the plot itself.
Oh, no.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
That is pretty awesome. Kitty. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a mess. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I keep getting pop-up that say my mic isn't working.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe your like adapter plug-in is going out.
It could also be that Cinder was sitting on it. So
that can also be it.
yeah.
What are you guys reading / what have you been reading lately? It's been forever since we've chatted.
Yes, I know. I've had like really good reads this year. So funny enough, I really wanted to make like a short and like a video on, like the Goodreads challenge, like you're reading for the year or whatever. And I had asked people like, what should I do? Because every year I've increased it according to whatever I read the previous year. But this year I didn't make one yet. And I was asking people like, what do you think? Like I read 78 books or something last year. Like and people were like, yeah, make it 80. Other people were like, do 50 again. Because my goal was like 50. They're like, so it's low stakes, blah, blah, blah. And so I figured out what to do in January. I just haven't like updated it or anything. And I recently checked and I'm already at like 70 something or whatever, which is crazy.
Nice.
I was like, I haven't been tracking or whatever. But like, I realized like I'm just really enjoying like what I'm reading.
Not tracking, yeah.
Yeah, not tracking. Yeah, I haven't put in like what I actually decided inside. I'll make like a whole, but it's been really good. Like, what a good reading year. A mix of genres still.
God, I wish I could relate. I've had maybe 2 non-reread 5 stars this year.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Been pretty brutal for me. But I always set my goal to 150 and then I try to surpass it. But I think I read up 258 last year, and there's like Goodreads challenges, and they're like, well, if you can beat your score by 1 from last year, then you get this unlocked. And I'm like, well, okay, I'll read 260 somehow. Because I'm a sucker for collecting things.
Yeah. No, I've read like a really good fantasies this year, and like I feel so blessed with the arcs that I've been getting because they're like my most anticipated. I'm like,
yeah,
like,
I don't get physical arcs because I'm not quite as like famous, super cool as you, but I have been getting a lot of NetGalley arcs accepted, and that's been exciting for me.
Girl, that's because you need to apply for your stuff. That's why you feel like you don't count, but like you have a whole YouTube channel that they would 100% send you stuff.
I did get approved for the Libro FM ALC program, and that was revolutionary for me. That was like, I am fine. I'm happy with life. I'm content.
Yeah, no, they're amazing. I love them and like Macmillan so much. Yeah. And now like I'm coming for the Penguin Random House audio now.
Let's go.
But back to the reading. No, it's been like cool. I've had like a lot of unexpected favorites already. Look at Chloe struggling.
I know, she's having a rough time.
I'm like, what are you doing over there fighting people?
I'm fighting Cinder. She sat in my window and her tail went into my wax warmer and now she's covered in wax.
Oh no. Oh goodness.
I'm gonna deal with it later. I'm gonna let it die and groom her. But whatever.
You're doing well. Chaos is happening.
Sorry for fighting demons over here. AKA my cat.
Yeah, what can you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why I don't have candles out in the open, because I simply just don't trust my pets.
I thought it would be safe.
You think?
I was wrong.
You need those like plugins at that point.
This is the only Zodiac Academy book that I have read. Is the first 0.5 novella. It's all about the boys.
No. I read all the Zodiac Academy last year. That was my big thing of last year, because my like in real life bestie, it's her favorite series, and I was like, okay, I'll read them.
Gotcha.
It was a time.
Yeah, I've said to many buddy reads that I will participate, and I just simply have not. I started with a 0.5, and I was like, wow, this is a really nice intro to the world and these guys, so I probably won't hate them right off the bat. And I just haven't continued.
Yeah, there's a few
You'll
series
hate them.
that
yeah, I know I will.
You'll hate them. They're so mean. I like it's a bully romance, but I'm like,
which I don't like. Because it's mean.
Aw.
They're like so mean to her. And I'm like, what? Or them, because it's 2 twins, right? But
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sadly, my reading has not been the best. 13 books so far this year. Not the best number, but a decent, good average rating. That's nice.
I'm with you, Sunny.
14? Forgot my most recent finish. That's nice. Good job.
I've read maybe 16 books this year. I've done really bad. Like,
that's good.
And none of them have been 5 stars. Like, all of them have been really, really
well,
okay, so I need to start
nice
recommending you books. Okay, I can't actually tell you live people what my favorite book was this year because it's for Battle of Booktubers, which is a project, and this is my only 5-star of the year. But in the private chat, I will let you guys know.
Okay.
So YouTube
I just say it out loud.
Imagine. I'm not supposed to talk about and like spoil Battle of the Booktubers, but
I'm shocked.
That was my favorite so far this year. Like the only like true 5-star book I've had.
That's the YA one, right? Sorry, is that too much?
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's YA.
Yeah.
It's like university age. So like
okay, yeah,
new
but
adult-ish.
right. It is,
and there is spice in it. So I would say maybe it's closer to adult. There's not like a lot of spice, but there's like some.
I remember reading it and yeah. I think people either thought it was okay or like really loved it.
Yeah, I had not seen good reviews before I picked it up, but I was like, oh, okay.
It was cool.
Kind of living.
Like well, I don't know how much we can share about it, but because
I think it was also just I read it at the right time because I picked it up in January, put it down for months waiting for the audiobook to come back in, and then I picked it up after reading some of the worst books I've read. I was like, this is so good.
I liked the
maybe
lore
on a reread I'll hate it.
Like I like the lore a lot, but like there's just certain parts that I was like, she's hella dumb. I'm like, she's so stupid.
Yes.
And like I'm all for an unlikable FMC, but I think it made some of the sections drag, and I was like, are we here to figure things out or what? You know, because she acting like ridiculous.
Yeah, no, she does have like a motive and objective, and she goes, boy.
Yes, it was not even boy. She just goes like, let me just ruin it all and like do absolutely nothing. And I'm like, what? Anyway,
and I did kind of like it.
That was good. Good to know you liked it a lot. I'm still
reading 4.3.
I'm still reading different romances. I definitely realized like it's really hard for me to like contemporary romances. I just get so frustrated when they're like dumb, you know. But I'm reading First Time Caller right now.
Ooh,
and it's actually really freaking cute. Like
I've heard really good things about it.
Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. And I'm like, I could see this being a movie, and it's such a cute, interesting concept. So
I think Chloe's gonna off herself. But yeah, no, I don't normally get into the hype when it comes to contemporary romances, but that's one that I do want to try and get to, I think, before the year ends. Because it's for sure going to be in the Goodreads Choice Awards.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it was really cute. And I was like, oh, I'm actually really enjoying it. And like, it still has those like cutesy, quirky, but it doesn't frustrate me. It's not like, okay, yeah, whatever. I have to like get past the dumb actions. I don't feel that way. I'm like actually really enjoying it. It's kind of lengthy though. I'm not even like halfway through, and I feel like I've been reading forever. I'm like, oh, dang.
I've been that way too. I'm like, anything that's like longer than at my reading speed, like 3 hours, I'm just like, I simply cannot. I can't pay any attention.
Yeah. And then I'm like continuing to read. So this is so funny. Like I got this a little bit later, but I did get like The Listeners, which to me was like, I freaking love Maggie. And this is her adult debut. She wrote like the Raven Cycle, like the Raven Boys and Sugar and everything. And it is
Are you interested in it? Really? Okay.
It's so good. Like I'm enjoying it so much.
The premise does not interest me at all.
Huh?
The premise is so far from interesting.
I didn't even know what it was. I was like, Maggie auto buy for me, you know? And then I was like shook when they were like, can we give you the arc? I'm like, oh, hell yeah. And then life went by and I was like, hello, like I have not read you yet and it's out already. But like I started reading it before it was published and it was so freaking good. I didn't even know what the hell it was about. But to be honest with you, Maggie's kind of like notorious for having a very difficult to summarize books, like very difficult, because like you ask 5 different people to summarize or like give you the premise of the Raven Boys, they'll give you 5 different things. And it's really hard, like to the point that I remember she used to have like summary challenges, like, you know, she would have readers write a summary and then she would send like a whole collection box to like the winner or something, because she's like, it's hard, and she does it kind of on purpose. So I believe you if you say the premise sounds like kind of like boring or strange or whatever, and when you start reading it, it's like it's very her. It's like very her writing.
I think it's just
so
because it's so much more historical fiction than I was expecting it to her adult debut to be, which was interesting.
I think that's very true too, because I didn't realize it was going to be like about a war and like a hotel
Nazis even.
and all this stuff. Yeah, and it's a little bit like a little magical realism apparently. Like, yeah, there's just a lot in here, but it's I don't know how she's freaking weird. I don't know how she writes the way she writes. She did talk about a blog where she did talk about it in her blog where she said that some books are kind of like slowly digestible and like kind of like something you'll reread to enjoy. And she said that she knows how to write all her books in a way you can like consume it really fast and like unputdownable, you know, but she wants her books to be something that like you go back to time and time again and that you
which
find
makes sense. The Raven cycle is
into.
that for a lot of people.
Yeah, which is really nice. And I feel like that makes sense with this book. And I had another friend who read it ahead of time and she was like, that ending was insane. She's like, wow. So I'm very excited, but I'm like taking my time. Anytime I take my time with a book, I read it for like 4 months. Because I'm like, but it's so good, and it looks like I hate the book. It's like I don't hate the book. I'm just. Like,
I wish I could savor a book like that. I finish books within like 1 to 3 days, no matter what. Like, unless it's a bad book, I'm fast. I simply just like can't slow down.
Well, one of them are some of them are bingeable, but I think she's right. Like All of Us Villains was such a binge-worthy like duo, but you won't really catch me rereading it. And then The Raven Cycle, like it was so good, but you would 100% catch me rereading that. And like I think it's just it's just different.
Makes sense.
So those are my books. Look how
to this comment, my average rating is 3.5, and it has been for the last like 2 years, and I simply want to die. It makes me so mad. But I've reread like maybe 4 things this year. Rough, man.
I want to reread Twilight.
Oh,
so bad.
I haven't read it before, but I do want to read it this year.
Well, I would say buddy read, but you're a liar. Like you're like, I say yes and then I don't do it.
No, I will. I just need to like plan it for it better. Because a lot of times it's like a spontaneous thing where I'm just like, I'll buddy read it with you, and then I'm like, oh, I don't actually have time. I just have to be prepared. Yeah. Last book had like almost 700 pages, might be in a rut now, but need to write an academic paper before I can read again. Oof. Wish you the best of luck. Thank God I don't have to ever write a paper again.
Facts.
I feel that.
All right, Chloe, are you alive and well?
Going well? Sorry. My cat decided to be a menace while on live, and she completely knocked out my like connector that connects my mic, my internet, and my camera. So
she's causing a riot. She's like,
and she's covered in wax. So
yeah, thriving.
She's
doing
great.
Thriving.
I think she's calmed down now. Hopefully.
Good.
I am reading 9th House by Leigh Bardugo.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Are you enjoying it? Because you love dark academia.
Yeah. So hold on. I'm like, I have this much left.
Oh, yeah, you're almost done.
Yeah.
Are you confused? Everybody was like, I'm so lost.
It's a little. I'm more. It's true. She is a demon.
Responsibilities.
She is every day though. She's a menace. I love her though.
You're doing great, Sunny.
9th House. I went into it kind of blind. I knew of one trigger warning, and I should have researched like all 30 trigger warnings.
Yeah, that book was hard for me to read.
Really? Oh,
because no one talked about anything that happened in it, and there's one very graphic scene that was so hard to stomach. And I did continue with the series, and it
on like chapter 8 or 9.
Yeah,
in the bathroom.
It fucked me up. I hated that book,
and
I think it's because of that. I think I could have enjoyed it if I knew what I was getting into. But back when I read it when it came out, nobody was talking about the triggers back then. Everyone was just like, "It's so good," and I was like, "Okay." And I listened to the audiobook. I was like,
yeah."
So
it's rough,
and I'm not usually sensitive to it. Like I'm usually like all right with most things, but that one was.
Yeah, there is some very graphic like scenes that definitely need trigger warnings. And I did not research it. I knew it was dark going into it though. But I think also that happening was kind of like an oh my god, is this really happening moment? And it's like a shock factor moment. And I'm not hating the book like at all. I'm actually kind of liking it. I think it's going to be a 4-star. But it is really dark. Like you have to be in the right mindset to read this book, it feels like, because it's one thing after another. Like it's just like it's a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah. But it's good. I don't know. I want to read the second one. I feel for the main character. I started off hating the main character, and you slowly get like bits and pieces throughout the whole book.
Yeah, and she's currently.
I barely remember the second book. Yeah,
I thought it was only 2 for some reason, and then
me too. But I'm like subscribed to her blog, and she said she's like currently working on Ninth House 3.
It is so different. Like I've read all her. I haven't read The Familiar yet. But I've read, all of the King of Scars, Grishaverse, Six Crows. I've read all of those. And so I was like, oh, Lee Bardugo, I'm sure I'll love it. And the audiobook,
her adult stuff is very different.
That's her adult.
I don't think I like Lee Bardugo's adult, because I also read The Familiar and I didn't really jive with it. So
I started it, but I wasn't in the mindset.
It's just slow, very historical.
Very slow.
I wish...
Why are you being
now?
Now?
It has passed on to you.
They heard.
The cats are working together now.
Just like, what if I lick this very spicy sauce next to you? Bad idea.
It's a spicy sauce, hot wax. The cats are.
Why not?
On one tonight,
cords.
I guess
my microphone is like been chomped on because of her, so I get it. Ay.
Sweet baby. I know. My other one is just being a precious baby angel behind me and sleeping on the bed. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. She's the favorite for a reason. But they don't know I have favorites.
They can hear. They know.
She probably already knows. No,
yeah,
I love
the same
him.
with Kyrie.
Yeah.
We all know Kyrie is the favorite.
Yeah.
Like, we love everybody, but she's top tier.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm almost done with Ninth House. There's a lot of crazy happening.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Darrington is the best part of the series, and you don't
he's not even in the like he's barely in the first one, basically, other than like the flashbacks.
From what I remember, he's also barely in the second one.
I was hoping the second one would be more about him because of what
it is.
Maybe the third.
But I think the third is like where it's really gonna conclude.
Yeah. I was gonna say, so I was listening to the audiobook for most of this one, and I believe the audiobook narrator is the same narrator who does Nej's voice in Six of Crows for her books. Because there's Six of Crows has like 6 different narrators for the audiobook.
Ooh, that's so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I love the Six of Crows audiobook. But sometimes this narrator will say certain things, and I'm like, oh, that is such a Six of Crows line. Like her writing, like you can definitely tell it's the same writer, but it's like times 20 on the graphic, like adult dark scale.
She was like, let me make this darker. I mean, she did do us dirty in Six of Crows with certain characters. Like she ruined our lives and our hearts. So she's like, let me lean more into that now. let me put the reader through the journey.
There is still some humor in this book too, which I think helps. It's not like funny, like I wouldn't call it a funny book, but there are like, I don't know, there's certain moments that like it's trying to not
you can
just
breathe a little bit.
Yeah, it's trying not to just be depressing.
Yeah, because as a writer and her editor was like, you need some moments of like alleviating your readers a little bit. She's like, okay.
It's a lot. Like
I love her though, so I can't wait to read all her stuff.
Yeah. Definitely look up the triggers. Like,
you think so? Isn't it more because people were like, there's a lot of animal stuff in it? No. Oh wait, I think I do remember briefly like one moment that sounded a little bit to me like did you ever watch the show 13 Reasons Why?
I've seen clips. I read the book.
There was like 2 scenes in specific. Like one of them was a bathroom scene with like a certain guy. Like Sam knows what I'm talking about. And the other one was like the jacuzzi scene that I was like, I didn't need to see this. Like
Yeah, that show's hard.
That was harsh. That was like horrible. I wanted to say horrible, hard, harsh. Like hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was just Galindifying. That was horrendifying. Like, yeah, I was like, that's horrendifying. Like, I don't think I needed to see that. And so when someone briefly mentioned, don't even remember what it was, something that happens in ninth house, I just remember it like triggering like, oh, it sounds similar to like that scene in like 13 Reasons Why, where it was like out of the left field and like very violent and like very in your face, and you couldn't look away from it because they just show it to you right away, you know? Like I remember eventually like fast forward, I was like, I don't need to know that what exactly happened to know that it's like disheartening.
No, ninth house it happens really quick and it goes right into it and it's very shock factor. Like
see, that's why I was like, oh, maybe it's that. Was it like that, Sam? Would you say like that's comparable? Because the way the person was describing it kind of felt like that bathroom scene to me.
Yeah, I would say it's very much just like you don't want to be here. You understand what's happening. You don't need the details.
So much details. Yeah.
And it happens a couple times in ninth house. Oof. There's like a couple scenes where it's like, and I feel like after the big first shock one happens, you're kind of prepared for it for the next ones.
I'd be like, is this what a secret society is? Like, we kind of expected it, I guess. But
yeah,
because you know how like she has real experience with like the secret society in Yale, and that's where she pulled like inspo from. And I'm like, so Gossip Girl was right. Like, you know, Pretty Little Liars was right.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, I don't remember the second book being quite as dark, but it has. I think I like the second book more because there was just like more side characters and friendship going on. But yeah, I only really remember how the book ends, and I remember nothing else. So.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like it's weird. There's a lot happening. It's hard for me to recommend it to anyone, if that makes sense. Like I'm liking it, but it's hard to recommend.
Yeah. I don't think that was a book that I ever recommended without like very strong warning signs. Because a lot of people when it first came out did not do that. It wasn't
that's crazy
properly discussed because people were just like, oh, I love it so much. And it's like, I understand it's dark academia and so it happens. What's up, bud?
But it happens early on too. It's either like it's like chapter 8 or 9 in the book. It's like really early on and it's kind of slow. And then you hit that point and it's like everything blows up.
I wonder if it's like
he was running from you.
Like that those things are written in there.
Without being...
Do you feel like it makes sense why the author added these things?
I feel like she makes a point with it. Like there's a lot of like
it's not just to shock you, right? Because I feel like she's not that type of writer.
No, she's
that
not.
Adds shock value for the sake of like, because then other people should have talked about that. You know what I mean? Like, you know how some authors just add like shock value so that it's marketable and people are like, oh my God, can you believe this was in here? Blah, blah, blah. Like, she just doesn't seem like that type of writer. So that's why I'm asking.
No, it's shocking, but I feel like...
But not for the sake of just being shocking.
No, at least I didn't. Because I feel like you really don't know, like... in the first like 8, I won't go into spoilers, but the first like 8 chapters before this thing happens, you're kind of like not liking her as a main character. You don't really understand why she's the way she is, like, and I feel like, and as you slowly read it, it goes like flashbacks into her past and like things that have happened to her. And this girl has had a horrible life, and like you start to like understand why she's the person she is today. And then it adds to it for the plot too, because I can't say it without spoiling, but there's a lot. And there is some like, so with like colleges, right? I feel like there's a lot of that, like how do I say this?
Not
Like
punishing anybody.
yeah, or like like at parties, like people are getting like drugged and like things like that are happening in this book too. And I feel like she's just taking a lot of real world stuff into it. Like she's trying to make it more, I don't know. I feel like if she's trying to make a secret society and this stuff is actually happening in secret societies, like it's in the book for a reason. Like it's not just, oh, I'm just gonna throw this in there. Like
that's what I mean.
I'm gonna traumatize my readers for fun.
Yeah. Like
some authors
making a
do
statement about it. Yeah, like
but you can feel it when an author's just like for the sake of whatever, they throw something in there. So that's good to know, because I think a lot more people would call her out if it felt that way.
She's actively it's hard. She's like actively making points and things are happening because of those actions. And
okay. I know that was like a top title, and it just reminded me. Yeah, have you guys read The Ministry of Time?
Yeah.
You didn't like it? Maybe you just didn't like historical thing, because like I started it and I was really enjoying it, like from the jump.
It's not historical. It's like full,
like sci-fi.
Modern. It's not even that it's sci-fi. It's not. It's a weird genre blend of so many things, but it never really focused on anything that I enjoyed. My biggest issue is I didn't like the romance. I don't really like an amnesia trope where it's like, oh no,
I hate that trope.
My life is different.
Like amnesia? Well, I guess a little.
It felt kind of like they pull this guy from the past, but I just don't like the way that she kind of molds him into a partner. It just felt weird for me.
All women wanted to build a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm not there yet, because then my library hold lapsed. I had to return it. But like I'm actually really enjoying it, and I'm mainly enjoying it. Hello. I'm mainly enjoying it because I really like the concept, and like the points are hitting on like, we're going to use the word like expats instead of refugees. I was like, oh, that's a hot topic right there. And like, just, I don't know, having an actual ministry of time, like all of these different things. I was like, that's a really interesting thing. And I was like, oh, this is really good already. Maybe this is why I made it to Obama's top books list. Because I just didn't care on like why. I don't always go with hype, and I finally added it. I don't remember why, like who said around me that they're like, oh, try it. And then I finally
it was super popular last year.
Yeah. And I started reading and I was like, oh, this is actually really interesting. Like, yeah.
A lot of people like it.
I love a genre blending. Yeah. I think it's really difficult to do genre blending because it can be muddy really fast. And I read Vampires of El Norte, and that was like a killer genre blend of like horror, romance, supernatural lore, historical, anti-colonization, like all of these things. And so I'm enjoying like the underlying messaging the Ministry of Time is saying, especially like there was no like punches held back with making it also the British intelligence being the people that like again colonize out here. I was like, you guys are just bringing people however you want.
Hello, my best friend.
So I'm excited to continue that, but I'll let you know if like I like it or not. Like so far I'm enjoying it, but like maybe I will be like, oh, homegirl, what are you doing? Or like
yeah. I hope you love it. I really do. I want people to like what they like and enjoy their reading. For me, it was just like the romance was weird. Having a real person based in your book and then writing like smut scenes with them, it's just like weird choice.
Real person. Oh, because they're like a real
real historical
sailor
person.
Or whatever.
Yeah. But the ending is wild.
Okay.
It's such a shift in the book that I do at least finish it.
Okay.
You can like, I know a lot of people DNF'd it and then spoiled themselves, but I think it's more fun if you just like sit through it, like it or not. The ending is so insane. You're okay, baby.
I'm interested. The author must be like a historical buff that's like, let me fan fiction this. Let me just be like, wow, actually, we're in this world, because I was like, wow, I really am into like these historical, what is it? The book originally started as a fanfic idea for the terror. Yeah, you see, I'm telling you, like, as like
I did not know that.
See, like as a history lover, like I I've never fantasized. I'm not out here like, yeah, let me
That's
guess who
crazy,
Abraham
right? Fan
Lincoln.
fiction about history.
You know, like I'm not out here like, oh, if I could
Have
be
you
back
seen
in the
Hamilton?
day, I would go after Mr.
Have I seen
Washington,
what?
you know? Nothing like that. But like I just feel like when you're reading people's stories, if you're like a big historical person, maybe like the author was like, oh, I wonder what that would be like.
That's crazy. That's a crazy choice.
Oh,
I
like
can't support
yes and
anybody.
no. I guess because they're like real. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it's just
you
like the
base
weird
it
part that
off of a
they're
real
real.
person instead.
But besides that, interesting choice.
But
Do you
it's
guys
kind
not
of
read a
like
lot of
the Milo
historical?
fanfics.
I don't read a lot of historical, and also like I do understand because people rewrite like World War II in historical fantasies and stuff. So like it is something that happens. I'm being dramatic about it. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just like personal preference.
Well, at least it's not someone like I don't know. Like
yeah.
I
There's
don't know
like
what would
all
make
the
it
My
better or
Lady
worse.
Jane books, like where they're all
Yeah.
actually based off of like real historical figures, and
Which one?
they're romance too.
Yeah.
What is?
But they're young
it
adult.
became Yes, they're not like smutty.
Yeah.
Which one?
My Lady Jane, My Play Jane, Contrary Mary. They have like a ton of.
Oh, see, yeah.
Has there
like
been
that.
any like updates
So-
on Amazon rebooting that series? I know that people
No,
are
what
signing
the
petitions and
terror
stuff.
is.
I liked the show actually a lot. I thought they did a great job with it.
What is the
Yeah, I
terror?
heard great things. I need to pick up a different ebook to my current one because I need something short, but also don't know what to pick. Ooh, short is broad. Pick up a novella, any kind, whatever
like,
genre.
if you like
get a
romance, like
novella.
sometimes romances are nice, like in
Yeah.
between, or like a thriller, like a quick thriller.
Yeah.
It's great.
I usually pick an Allie Hazelwood or like a really easy kind of like don't need to think much kind of.
Yeah, I was like, think. Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
not like I finished like a lot of high fantasies, and I also finished The House of My Mother, like Ruby Frank's daughter, Sherry Frank. She's like that family vlogging YouTuber. Yeah, that just got sentenced to jail. So then reading that and like reading high fantasy, I was like, I need a break. So I started First Time Caller, and I'm like, this is great. Hooray.
I want to read that. I like
the audiobook
cover.
on hold.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. It's so cute, and it's what a unique or like different concept of like I don't know, radio show. Like what a way to put people together, you know?
The sequel I know follows a weatherman, and people are so hyped about that it's making me hyped about it.
I'm excited already because I'm reading who the weatherman is right now, and I was like, oh my goodness, he's so funny. Like I can't wait.
Sunny, that's a good pick. Two Can Play by Allie Hazelwood is a great, quick little novella. Very fun.
I haven't read that one.
Oh, it's fun.
I need to read more novellas.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, I don't know what the terror is, but I guess there's your answer. Maybe it's not that far fetched. I guess that the author was like, "Wow, like, what would it be like?" like,
yeah, this does make sense. Okay, pick a number between 1 and 35. Never know what they're in the mood for. Oh, that's me.
We should all pick different numbers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Eliza
11.
said 18. I was gonna say 7. 7's the number I pick.
Okay.
9.
9, 11. Wow, we all stuck really close together. You got 7, 9, 11, 18. Any of those 4.
It gives you options.
Yeah, you've got options.
Yes.
I recently read a book. Kind of historical, not really.
So I was like, yay.
A book?
Yeah, it's called, hold on, because it made me go on a spiral. So it's called Blood Orange by Karina Hall.
Okay.
How have you heard of this book? Hallie, yes. Okay, so it's like a vampire inspired off Dracula.
A what?
It's okay.
It's crazy.
Weird.
It's who?
It's very dark, very smutty. So you have a person, he's a professor, and he is a vampire. And he is the vampire that Dracula was inspired off of. So like someone wrote a book about him and they turned it into Dracula. And then the main girl is a vampire hunter and she's like pretending to be a student in his class to try to kill him.
That sounds like my type of book.
Trigger warnings.
Yeah, she writes dark romance.
It's crazy.
They also have a weird fun to them.
Maybe not.
And you can't take them serious. And you just have to kind of expect it to be like good at times and really bad at other times and just be like, okay.
Yeah, that and her other series, A River of Shadows, A Crown of Crimson. Okay, wildest book I've ever read. It like there's okay.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, Black Sunshine was my first ever smutty book. And I binged it in I listened to the audiobook in one night. She's just that kind of author.
It is. Like, in A Crown of Crimson, which is the second book, there's this character, Death, and he literally makes a clone of himself so he can, like, himself. And it's a scene, and it's graphic.
He can what himself?
You
like,
know.
handle himself or, like, be with her?
No, like,
he with him.
Yeah.
Oh, with himself.
Yeah.
How narcissist do you have to be to be like, let me clone myself and be with myself?
Oh my god, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
It's insane. It's like, and then his girl walks in on him doing that with him.
I'd be like, okay, narcissist. Like,
man.
What the hell?
I was listening to that scene and I was like, what the hell is happening? This isn't actually happening, right? I was like, anyways, if you want a wild time, go read those books.
Okay.
Sunny, I wish I could narrow it down. I have not heard of any of these books.
Me neither.
And yeah, it was 11. So I don't know what any of those
those
are. So whichever sounds best to you.
I want to say Witchwood because it sounds witchy.
I was like, Starvation.
And it was number 7. Checks out.
Dark.
And 7.
Yeah. Go dark. I know, like my first, I guess they called it Dark Romance Light, was Lights Out. Yeah.
Oh.
I had fun. I liked it. I thought it was hella
fun.
cute.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was so cute.
I still need to read
What's
that
About
one.
a Broken Curse? Read that one. Just kidding. Read the Witchwood one. It's 100 pages.
Yep.
Sorry.
Anyways, those were some crazy time books I read recently.
I love that. I think I will read Lights Out. I like the premise. I know that it's like a silly, goofy type of book, but still like pretty smutty. I did not love Butcher and Blackbird though.
I want to read Butchered and Blackbird.
I
think I need to reread it. I only listened to the audiobook, which was great, but the audiobook I was just like zoned out most of the time, even though the narrators were great. So might have just been a wrong time.
Yeah. The audio for Lights Out was good. I
That does
did
tempt
not
me a lot.
expect certain things though, so I felt like weird making like cute friendship bracelets and then out of nowhere it was just like I was like, and I was like listening to it on my speaker too, and I was like, what the heck am I like, listening to right now? That was wild. Reading is crazy.
Reading sure is crazy. It's so fun. I listen to a lot of smutty books at the office now, so I'm kind of like desensitized.
Let me tell you about I was reading an Allie Hazelwood book in Disneyland, and that was a time.
Oh yeah, I think you did tell her. You're like, what is going on right now?
Mm-hmm. That was like, I'm surrounded by a bunch of children, and I'm currently reading.
Yeah, it is a little bit different working in an office with a bunch of adults that mostly leave you alone compared to like being in public.
Yeah, I don't know why I picked that book, but I was like, I need a romance to read while I'm in lines, and it was the book that I chose.
You're like, I chose wrong.
I did.
It's a great travel book.
It is. Like, it was
just not a good public book.
No. And like, I don't know. It was just kind of crazy because I'm like, it was the only physical book I brought, and I was like, just
determined to read it.
Oh, wait, I need you to read like a fan fiction about like Mickey Mouse or something.
No.
I just think that would be the funniest thing ever to be like.
I was not expecting that to be what you said.
I ran across him at the.
I thought you were about to give a recommendation. So do you have a recommendation or?
No, but I was just thinking like when talking about Sam with this historical stuff, and I'm like, I bet there's a fanfic about Mickey Mouse somewhere. Like, I think the go-to will probably be like Goofy and stuff like that, to be honest, or like Max. But I bet there's a Mickey Mouse one out there somewhere. Like, if there's one for Clippy, like, one.
So I did read there's this trilogy. The first one is like, it's very Disneyland inspired. So like, he's the owner of Disneyland. Yes, the
Oh yeah, you said you didn't like though. You had a blog about it.
I hated it. Yeah. I was like annotating it too because I was like, oh, I really like this. People are saying I'm gonna love it. It's a Disneyland. Like he's supposed to be the owner of this theme park, and like I hated it so much, and I annotated it so I could never get rid of it. Now.
So go find yourself a fanfic.
Oh my goodness. And there was like certain moments where they're like standing in line to ride something and they're like, it's this like haunted house ride. And I'm like, so we're on the haunted mansion. So we're just on the haunted mansion. Okay. And he's just being an absolute
butt hat.
Thank you. All the words I was thinking of were not appropriate to say.
You can cuss on my channel. You're fine. I say some. I just have a question. Yeah, no, you can cuss. You can say whatever. It's not that deep. If you say something that's like real bad, we'll just private the video after, and we'll just on the internet. But no, Aaliyah, Richie, and I go often live on the Library Dwellers channel. Oh my god, the amount of tea that I spill during those, because I'm like, well, it's not my channel, so I can say anything.
Now you guys know. Go there and find the tea.
Yeah, if you want the inside lore of whatever's going on with us, we go live once a month. It's crazy.
You're like a therapy.
I need to start watching these. Yeah.
They're so fun.
Yeah.
Started out on a limb while prepping the yard for company barbecue. I can read really well. Can you tell? My sister? Employer kept walking around while I heard a fun time scene. I wasn't expecting to see her poker face. Yeah, no, I've been there. There's been a few times where like I'll be listening to a smut scene and my like a coworker, manager, boss will just like walk into my office and ask me something. I'm like, where's the pause? Stop.
That's wild. I'm like that even by myself. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I don't like most smut scenes, but I have also become pretty desensitized because I love romantasy. That for the most part, I'm fine with it, but every once in a while you're like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah. But like romantasy doesn't always have them. I think it's really new to me because I loved YA so much, like the YA category, and that doesn't really have like smut. So then when I started reading like romance or like adult fantasy, like I was like, whoa, this is like we're opening the door. We're opening many things in the book of what's happening. But I don't, or like historical romances, but when there's like a lot in there, I'm like, okay, let me just skip. Like, I don't need my book to have smut personally.
Yeah.
I'm not going to like beef with a book for having smut.
I don't mind it.
Yeah. I don't mind it. I often hate the vocabulary, but I like the scenes.
Yes.
It's usually the words though that I'm just like, I want to die and crawl out of my
skin. I think that's worse with like contemporary.
But like,
yes.
Yeah.
And from Blood and Ash, when he keeps saying honeydew. Honeydew.
Oh, yeah,
there's the Talia Hibbert's The Browns Sisters trilogy. I cannot with those smut scenes. I feel like I'm intruding on a real person, and I'm like, I should not be here right now. Isn't
that one of your favorites, Johanna?
Which one?
Everybody loves it. The Brown sisters, like Middle Life, Chloe Brown, Take a Hint, Danny Brown.
I really liked the first one, and like I gave it, I think, like 3 stars.
Yeah, people love the series.
For that time, I feel like that was a pretty high rating for me, romance wise. I feel like most romances for me land like at a 3, so it's been very rare that like certain historical romances, like the Luna sisters, have been like a 4 and a 5 and stuff. But like her writing just gets better and better. Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I have a really bad track record of reading weird books at Disneyland because when Iron Flame came out, I was in Disneyland and I didn't want to get spoiled for it, so I was reading Iron Flame. And then when the final Crescent City book came out, I was also in Disneyland reading it. So I was like, I just didn't want to be spoiled. So I like would read them really fast. And that's like,
that makes sense.
They're both really, really heavy, romantic-y, smutty books too.
Yeah. I don't think Iron Flame was as heavy as like SJM.
I think hers are more graphic than Sarah J. Maas. I was thinking about this recently. Like Agamotto really isn't that smutty when you think about it.
But for me, Silver
Flame, keep in mind,
like,
they're also YA.
You're describing like fluid. Like you're describing liquids. And you're not describing, like everyone forgets that. I don't know why y'all have amnesia about ACOTAR. Like you can like, it'll tell you the smell, the texture, where it's going, how it sounds.
Isn't
like,
that Silver Flames though?
That's what I'm saying, Silver Flames. And for
I don't
me,
count
I'm like,
Silver Flames.
that book was wild. And I was
don't
just
like it.
I don't want
Yeah.
to know all this. Like, I skipped a lot of that chunky book because I was like, okay, again, here we go again.
Mhm.
And so I've read everything, and I still think like so far you put the Empyrean series together and it's still not half as many as ACOTAR, because that book was
I
wild.
forget about Silver Flames because like the first 3 books of ACOTAR really aren't like anything crazy. Thank you, Tiffany. Me and Tiffany have talked about this a lot about our hate for Silver Flames.
Well, I've said that I don't like Silver. I don't like Nesta. I still like, a lot of people think like I'm wrong for that, and I'm like, no. And I think the points people make are really stupid too. That when they were like, well, Elaine was bad in it, and I was like, well, okay, if you want your family members and your friends to drink themselves into oblivion,
hey, Eliza, my best
and
friend,
die,
if you don't fucking
then
read Throne in Glass instead, I'm gonna kick your ass. You cannot read them.
what? Well, I'm like, I know.
We're working on a buddy read for Throne of Glass series, and Eliza's just not reading them, and I'm like, no, you can't read ACOTAR right now.
I need to reread Throne of Glass.
I've
not
read the
done
first
yet.
2.
Just say
I'm making
like
slow
finishing.
progress. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you. I just had to yell at my
It's
friend.
Okay. It's okay. Because I'm also on the train of I did not like Silver Flames. I did not like the Nesta. No, Gavin. And I don't know. I feel like everybody loved it and I did not. So
like, I liked a lot of it. Like, I like the female friendships. I understand the whole like survivor thing. I just think like she honestly did not have this plan for Nesta and then suddenly decided to turn it all around. And I think that's like a cop out. And then later on, when people are like, well, Elaine was also just as bad and they didn't force her out. And I was like, Elaine wasn't drinking herself to death and nearly on the brink of like ending herself. Like, why do you guys make it sound like literal intervention is a bad thing? I was like, please don't be my friends if you see me like at the brink of, because like Elaine was trying to help herself by like baking with the people and like trying to get herself out there, and they were giving her time to cope, and people were like, how come they gave Elaine time and like Feyre time but not Nessa? I'm like, they did, and she kept like freaking becoming an alcoholic, and like it was unhealthy,
spending all of their money and like yeah,
like, what do you mean? And so I just did, and she also never said sorry.
no,
like,
I hate it.
She was like, I love you, when she thought Feyre was dead and didn't hear her. Like, how is that okay? You know?
I know, I hate it. I'm like, I'm with you there.
Right. You know, like, she was like, you shouldn't hide this from like Feyre, like her stuff and whatever.
But there is like, my big thing is like your trauma, like, and everybody has trauma. Your trauma does not give you permission to be a complete asshole to everybody else. Like, why? I just people always like defend her because she has all this trauma, and I'm like, yes, she does have trauma, and that's okay. No. But that doesn't justify her actions. Like, you? I don't know. That's my big take on it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't read them. Will someday.
I was like, she wasn't set up for this. Like,
no. Oh my goodness. Yes. And Sarah J. Maas originally said she wanted. Her original plan was for Nesta and Lucien to be together.
Don't do it.
No way.
And like that's why on the wardrobe, like Nesta's had flames on it.
Oh.
Yeah. So. Anyways, yep.
You could spoil the whole book to me. I've already watched the deep dives.
Oh, perfect.
I have this problem where, like, especially with romantasy books, like, I'm just gonna watch the deep dive videos, and I may or may not go read the book later. But I need to know what happens, and then I'll often forget most of it.
I can't do that.
Oh, I'm a lover of it.
I can't do any sense of spoilers. My brain connects and like fills it in and remembers.
Yeah, I'm also that type that's like, ooh, let me look at fan art, and then accidentally spoils herself. So
yeah, I've been asking my friends as I've been reading Throne of Glass to send me fan art so that I don't have to be the one looking up. Because every time I do, they're like, and this person died. And I'm like, whoops. Like, that's not what I meant to do. So I have to ask them to like send me fan art, and shout out to them. for like safe?
Because we're supposed to be. It's not going well, but we're doing like a buddy read of it. So like I read it, I annotate it, I send it off to Eliza. She's supposed to read it. She's supposed to send it to Daphne. So we're like making our rounds through the series. Don't yell at me. And so I've been like putting fan art and like mood boards and stuff at the beginning of the book.
Oh, that's cute.
I've only semi-spoiled myself for a couple of things, but nothing major.
Oh my goodness.
I want to do that. The annotated buddy reads. I feel like it'd be a lot of fun.
We should pick a book series.
Okay,
the three of us.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm very good
I want to
at these
read what
things.
your guys' silly, goofy little comments are.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so fun because I did that with an arc where like her arc team, some of us wrote notes in there, and I didn't realize like how fun it is, you know. And I told like another user, I think you guys follow Marissa, she's amazing, but her and I talked about like doing this for a while now, and like every single book I've wanted for her, she's read. So like she keeps reading. I literally bought like 3 different books. I'm like, Marissa. So I finally messaged her and I was like, stop buying the books. And she's like, okay, like here are the ones I'm interested in out of the ones you've read from Goodreads. Like I'll stay away from those. So now I picked what book I want for her. But like I'm down to do that more because I think it's like it's honestly really cute and it's really fun.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think we should do that.
Don't tell me, Sunny, because I really want to read Mistborn. I really want to read Mistborn. Like I love Trust of the Emerald
crazy
so much. So much. Oh, one
I have those. I haven't. She's quiet.
No, she said something, but we can't hear her.
Yeah, we can't hear you again. I'm sure we're talking about the same person. I'm so sad. Last year.
Ow.
Now we can hear you.
Okay. Hot take. I do not like Brandon Sanderson. I've read Mistborn.
Yeah.
And Yumi in the Nighttime.
Have you read Trust? Because I would be shocked if you did not, like if Chloe didn't like Trust of the Emerald Sea, just because I feel like you would love that type of character and that type of like storytelling.
No searching.
Here's the thing with I don't like his writing. Like I feel like his characters, if they like, or his like plot, I feel like if they were written by a different author, I'd like them more. I'm not a big fan of his writing.
I guess I have to see because I loved his writing. I thought he was like quirky and like it's so intentional and very.
I have to go put a cone on my.
Okay.
So I really liked him. So I'm excited. So I feel like if we do the buddy read, you might actually end up getting that book from me because I've been wanting to like reread it, and I feel like I would have so much fun annotating that one.
Let's see. Yeah, no, I did like Yumi. I gave Yumi 3 stars, but like I don't know.
I'll have to see. I don't know if his other fantasies are written in a different way than like, because I just think Trust of the Emerald Sea was kind of like an outlier because he was inspired by Princess Bride, but he just didn't like that the FMC, him and his wife said they don't like that the character in Princess Bride, she doesn't really do anything. And so he wrote this book where like the FMC does like everything. And it was like so unexpected. Like I went into the plot blind and I thought it was going to be a little bit more like Rebecca Ross. You know how Rebecca Ross writes more like lyrical and slower and like, I don't know, like it's a fantasy that's very slow paced. I thought it was going to be like that and it wasn't. It was like so cute and wholesome and quirky and funny and unique and adventurous. And like, I just had so much fun with it. And his writing was fun to me. So
yeah, I don't know why I struggle with his writing so much. I just do. Like his writing will take me out of the story a lot. Like I'm reading it and I'll finally get into it. And then like there's something with like his sentence structure or like his tone that he writes in.
And I liked it. He kind of breaks, it's not like breaking the fourth wall, but it is a little bit like, yeah, I get what you mean because I don't know if the narrator is the same in Mistborn, but like I know he has the whole Cosmere thing where like they're all
Mhm.
connected in the Cosmere, and Hoyt is like a big main character that like tells you this story. And I found him so funny in the book, but like maybe because
he's the one he's in, is it Tress? What is it? He's narrating that one too, right?
Yes.
Yes. Because he narrates Yumi. So like Yumi, there was 3, I think, part of a Kickstarter, and it was those 2, one other, but I don't remember what they were.
Yeah, and I liked it. But I also did it with the audiobook, and I thought the audiobook was really fun. So maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. See, I liked Yumi, but also it's like his only romance book. So like
it's maybe he just doesn't know how to write romance.
And I love like a romance in a book. Like it doesn't have to be smut. I love that character connection.
This was cute, and I think it made me cry even at one point. Because I was just so sad it was like over, and the ending was like, So I don't know, but if we want to do the annotation thing, can we just pick like favorite books?
Yeah, let's do it. And then we each pick one. We send it to a person, and then we like rotate it.
Yes,
I would do it. Yeah, I have a feeling I know what your book is gonna be now.
Yeah, might be, but like it might also be. You guys like Aaron Craig? Sam and I talked about this book. Yes, we talked about this book because like you were watching me read The 13th Child, and that is 100%
such a good book.
Yeah, yes, it was like I was sobbing. Like I messaged Aaron and I was like, "Girl, you got me on the floor like sobbing. Like your themes are insane."
That one got me last year too. I cried a lot.
Yeah, that was great. So maybe
I haven't heard of this at all.
Like it's so good.
The 13th Child.
Mm-hmm.
It's a young adult standalone fantasy.
I'm kind of like
a little bit more epic than her usual stuff.
I'm kind of mad at like certain choices she made in that book, and like I'm like both like I don't know, like I understand Aaron, I understand the theme, but I wanted like a happily ever after, which it was, but like it was still not. Like I don't know how to explain that. I'm so like devastated and also like in awe.
Yeah,
I think would be the best way to describe it.
Yeah. That would be a fun one to get everyone's thoughts. Watch Chloe just hate everything that we love, and there's just always one of us who's like, bad time. Everyone else loved it.
She's like 2 stars. She's writing on there like, why is she stupid?
Why
just die already? Go away.
Yeah, I'm a harsh critic, and I don't even know why.
It's okay. And if you hate a book that we love, that's okay.
Yeah.
Give me your tea.
It's fine
make it
because
fun.
like you freaking love rereading like Jack the Ripper or whatever. And to me, I just think like Dana Schwartz was a better writer in that sense, you know, with that same exactly. Like hi. So it's like we are all harsh in a different way. Like freaking Sam not liking like the Ministry of Time at all. And I'm like, I'm having fun. Like it is what it is.
I think Eliza also liked that. So I think a lot of people enjoyed it.
I just don't think you like history.
That's also true. I don't.
I just don't think you like.
I'm not a big fan of it.
Like with the Maggie's like debut premise, you're like, it has history. I'm like, okay, I just don't think you like it.
I like some, but I'm very picky about it.
Have you read Stalking Jack the Ripper?
If you pick it, I won't be mad.
Oh my god, please don't pick that. Like, please don't make me reread it. Like, I am so sorry. It was not it for me.
Just kidding.
Are we gonna like? Oh no, Sam, I did not like it. Yeah, she didn't like the Ministry.
Okay.
I haven't finished. So I might come back and be like, that was trash. But
hey, by the way, guys, no, I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. A lot of people love it.
I'm like, Obama, don't leave me wrong. Just kidding. Just because like a celebrity or a big name likes it doesn't mean like I'll like it. But I just thought it was so interesting that Obama was like, this is in my top 10.
He had another weird one in his top 10 too.
Was it weird?
Right? That like no one was expecting Obama to do.
Don't look at any of that stuff.
I don't either. It just said it in like the back like of the book. It was like one of Obama's, and I was like, that's not why I'm picking it, and that wouldn't sell it to me. But I think it's interesting, you know.
I think I'm glad my mom died was one on his list too, which I love. I'm glad my mom died. Yeah, I loved that book.
Apparently, they're making that into a show.
Why would they make that into a show?
Yeah, they're gonna do a documentary or something. But they just announced some of the actors in it today.
Yeah, I think Jennifer Lawrence is supposed to be the mom.
Oh Lord, I don't know if if McCurdy is fine with that.
I mean, sure she is. It's lining her pocket. Right? Yeah.
If she's like publisher sold it or something.
But it is an interesting choice to make a documentary on somebody who is alive and young.
I'm trying
to. That book isn't, not.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think when like a book that it's a very short book, but it's not talked about nearly enough. It's like Chicano Frankenstein, in my opinion, was incredible. Great commentary on our current political climate as well. It's like a
I don't know celebrities. Leave me alone.
Jennifer.
Listen, I'd watch it with Jennifer Lawrence too.
Well, I thought because Jennifer Lawrence was blonde, I was like, that makes sense.
It's somebody famous. I really don't care about celebrities. I don't care. I'm not a big like movie person. I watch shows, but I don't watch shows or watch movies for the actors.
I'm really bad at like names too, where they're like so and so is on here. I'm like, I don't know who that is.
That's me every time. I'm just like, okay.
Ooh, maybe I'll send you guys Blades Day. Blades Day was good too.
Okay, wait. If we're actually doing this, I'm not going to send Dr. Death Ripper. I promise. I'll pick something else.
Well, I'm trying to find one you both haven't read. Like, I can't do 13 Child because Sam already read it.
Okay.
You know? What else? Ace of Spades was cool.
I want to read that one. Yeah.
Good. Ace of Spades, the Blood Trials were good. We all like fantasy, so that one.
Anything by Aiden Thomas, I have not read yet.
Which one?
You really like Aiden Thomas, right?
I love Aiden Thomas.
Maybe the Cemetery Boys could be fun if we read it like closer to when the sequel is supposed to come out. But I think that's 20. Is it October or is it next year?
The second book is coming out next year.
Hello.
Yeah, see,
I haven't read Ace of Spades
amazing.
either.
It's a great YA thriller.
I have not read a thriller book.
Really?
Well, we're doing well. My dog's in a cone.
My dog's in a cone.
It's having a bad day.
I've read
one. Your tagline. Just like dogs in a cone.
Just my dog's in a cone.
I could give you guys anxiety and send you Parable of the Sower.
I do want to read that, but I don't know if that'd be a fun,
freaking good. But holy crap! Did I have so much anxiety?
Especially so put like a page limit.
Hope you enjoy.
If you didn't know, like that book was published in '96, and it takes place in like 2024 with fires, bad political climate, drug issues, housing issues. It's really. It's too close to home is what, and it takes place in LA. It took place when we were going through our fires.
Yeah.
So, but her writing is phenomenal. It was a really good book, but man, it was hard to digest for sure. I had to like stop a few times and be like, I'm not okay. I
love that you're like, okay. I'm going to give you guys a really fun serious book to annotate, and we're gonna be like, ooh, a goofy silly romantasy.
Yeah, you're like, on that note,
skip these sex scenes here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that hard to put a couple pieces together and be like, yeah, climate change is just gonna ruin lives and maybe politics.
It really is, Aurora. Aurora. It is.
Thanks. Happy to have you here.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah, part of me wants to be a little gremlin and be like, I'll just send you guys Caraval. I myself haven't even finished the damn series.
I was like, I already read that already. And Chloe and I have.
Yeah, I would be so mad.
I know.
I've read that book twice now. I was forced to read it a second time for my family book club.
Why'd you read it?
Imagine my favorite book. I had to read it
for my family book club because someone picked it.
And it's got all of Chloe's evil annotations, and then mine just kicking my feet, having a great time.
Be ready to be like, oh, Scarlett sucked.
I love her.
It's so funny you hate Scarlett. I love Scarlett. I could not stand Tella. That's like the second book was so hard for me to read. I'm like, Tella, you're annoying as hell. Hail right
She's
now.
so annoying. You know what?
No, 1000%.
Better
It's
Carvel.
nostalgia.
Phantasma.
Ooh.
Phantasma is a better version of Carvel.
I can, to a point, I think they're too different in atmosphere for me to compare. But I do understand that it's like an adult version of it. Yes. I think the atmosphere of both are the reasons I enjoy both so much.
Interesting. Because I haven't read it yet.
Yeah. Ooh, it's really good. It's super smutty though. So you might want to pass.
Yeah.
It
is
so smutty. Like more than it needs to be. Let's go. So good. Chloe, have you read Enchantress yet?
No, I started the audiobook and I couldn't get into it.
I'm
like,
you want a 5-star book? Read it.
The second one?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one. I just like, I don't know. So I love like, okay, the vibes of the first book are my favorite. Like I love that New Orleans like voodoo.
Same.
And the second one is not in New Orleans.
It's not that.
And it's not as charming. I don't know. It's not a charming book at all.
I do agree. I didn't like it as much because of the atmosphere. But I do think that the competition with the siblings is interesting and fun. Mm-hmm. And I do like that we get a broader scope of characters. I don't think it hit me as hard as it hits other people, but I did like it. It was 4.5 for me.
See, Phantasma was a 5 for me. I loved it. Is it silly, goofy, and nonsensical? Yes. Like, it is not a perfect book, but it is a 5 to me.
Same.
And I loved it. And it's New Orleans voodoo, ghost, magic, phantom vibes, and I loved it.
A house that moves on its own. Love that.
Mm-hmm. A house with ghosts in it that are sexy.
Give a Danny Phantom? Yeah, give me.
It to me.
Danny Phantom for life. I've been recently playing a game with my book group, like my in-person book group. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of like Hear Me Out. And some of the answers have left me like dying laughing because like we don't want no Hear Me Out like Danny Phantom. Like that's obvious. You know, we don't want no Hear Me Out of like this is it. We want like wild out of the left field, like real Hear Me Out.
Do you want my Hear Me Out?
What's your Hear Me Out?
The ghost host from Haunted Mansion. He doesn't even have a body.
The ghost
host? He's just a voice.
Oh my goodness. You are that book that's like the door hedge. You know,
he's literally
just a voice. About?
Yes,
you know or the haunted door. That is you. That is you with the haunted door.
When he speaks in Spanish about keeping your arms and legs inside the vehicle, I'm like, hell yes.
Look at Tiffany saying good job. You know, someone did say
Tiffany
Ramon
is
from the Cars.
Yeah.
You know, the lowrider.
I love him. Tiffany's Hear Me Out is Lightning McQueen. So
okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But mine is the ghost host.
I guess I found the fanfic you need to read.
No.
The haunted door, Chloe. Mickey Mouse and the haunted door.
No. Oh my god, Chloe, you just need to read The Door. What is it? I think it's just called The Door.
Right?
Unhinged. Yeah.
Yes.
So you know,
just read that.
Chloe
it's not
already,
a door.
this is my
the
fantasy.
Ghost host isn't a door. It's just a voice. He is a ghost.
Well, technically, the door is also
house.
a voice.
Like he's
who
the
turns
entire
into
house,
a man.
It's a okay. I don't like the trap you two are setting me up for.
It is a whole
sentient
house.
romance is fun.
What is the one forked? With a fork? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With a face, yeah.
Wait,
that's what I'm saying. Like Chloe doesn't just want a door or a utensil. She wants a whole house. That's why it's haunted house mansion guy.
It isn't the haunted mansion that's a Hear Me Out. It is just, most of the ghosts in the haunted mansion are.
But he like lives there.
But the ghost host,
like he's the spirit of the house, so it's a house.
No, he is a ghost host, and he has a very sexy voice. And every time he tells me to keep my arms and legs in the doom buggy, I'm like, yes, sir. You know
what? What with your arms and legs? He said to do what with your legs?
Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. And
I don't think that's what you want him to say.
Yes, sir.
She said
she'll do whatever he says.
Exactly.
She said, tell me to do what you want with my legs.
I don't think you guys are getting the vibe, okay?
Oh, no, I get
it. I understand completely, but I think that's why I'm like, Yeah, that's the fanfic for you.
Okay, I've shared my hear me out. Now you guys have to.
What's yours, Sam?
I don't know if I have a weird hot take.
I've
tried
can't
to
make me
think
say
really
mine
hard
and then
about.
you go.
I'm trying to think
Chloe, I
really
don't leave
hard
my
about
house.
because it's like hard.
Yeah,
You
no,
guys
I think
can
I have
pick
like
one too
normal
in the
crushes on
chat.
normal cartoon characters.
Yeah,
See,
because
that
I was
doesn't
like, well,
count.
yeah,
I
it
know,
doesn't
that's the
That doesn't
problem.
count. People are like, Flynn Riders might hear me out. And I'm like, no,
No,
he's
that's
just
not.
hot.
Okay, I did mention to someone like, what about the carpet from Aladdin? You
That
know
would be a
why?
no.
You know
Can't
why?
talk,
Because
no face.
yeah, somebody said that and I was laughing so hard because I was like, because he does the little pose where he's mad. And like, so he does have like some form of shape. But I was laughing so hard because I was like, well, the carpet is the one that can like travel the world. Like it can like take me to see the world.
Joanna wants to ride the carpet.
It can like fly me around, like take me. You
No,
know?
I'm looking at a Reddit
You
forum
see,
for like
you see,
hear me
Tiffany
out.
understands, so she's like, carpet can get it.
Yeah.
I was like, that Aladdin
Yeah.
would be nothing without the
That's
carpet.
terrible.
Like
This is
nothing. Okay,
E.T.
that
is
whole
a cursed choice. Okay, I'm just gonna
Isn't
say
E.T.
that.
a child? Is he
Yeah, I
like
think
a baby?
maybe. I have no idea.
Ew.
He's an alien, and I hate
Maybe
him.
not. He might not be. I'm sorry.
I
I
hate
said
him with my whole passion.
that.
Yeah.
There is.
He has that's what I'm saying. But the funny thing is, like, hear me out. I get more people think about it like they can get it or whatever, and I'm more like, oh no, I feel like they just have charm to them, you know?
Yeah, no, the Reddit hear me out
Yes.
are all just normal hot cartoon characters.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why people are like, no, that's not a hear me out.
Like, I
No,
think we
it's
can all
gotta
just
be
admit that we're
crazy
all
things.
attracted to cartoon characters, and that's okay and not weird anymore.
Mhm.
I mean, freaking K-pop demon, like Genu, hell no, that man, like, whew.
Honestly, any of the Saja boys.
Yeah,
Any. And Huntrix.
yeah, they're
They cute
beautiful.
too.
They're freaking beautiful.
I know. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love. Have you seen this movie yet, Sam?
What are we talking
K-pop
about?
Demon Hunters.
No.
You
Oh,
need to.
I've
I've seen
watch
it all
it.
over
It's cute.
Instagram.
It's so good.
It's
Yeah.
so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard good things.
I think
Am
it'll
I
make you
interested?
cry.
I cried too the first time I watched
I
it.
cried.
Mm-hmm. It's good. It's like an hour long.
Do I have to care about K-pop in any way, shape, or
No.
form? Do they perform and sing and
You
dance?
watch Disney,
do.
right? Like you watch Disney movies.
Yeah.
You like
It's a
musicals? Like
musical.
get over it. Just
Yeah.
like enjoy the songs that are breaks in between. You know, because it is kind of like a musical. Because they don't just randomly
Okay.
just start performing for the sake of performing. They're
And
like,
like the songs have a story to them.
Yes.
Like they're not. It's. I mean, you like musicals. You like
Yeah, I
Broadway.
like
I
musicals.
think
You
this
don't
would
have
be
to
great.
talk me into that.
People said this would be a great
Yes.
musical.
Yes, it would be a great musical.
Someone else chose the NASA sign. Yeah, see, that's what I
Oh
mean.
my
The NASA sign.
All right, Sam. What is yours? Can't just be a basic cartoon
I
character.
don't know.
Someone else in my group picked like the Pixar lamp.
Not,
That was
not what's his name? He has a name.
He does have a
Does
name.
he?
Lexar? No. Lampy.
I'm sorry if it makes you feel any better. I listened to about 3 artists.
I know.
I don't broaden my music taste as much as I used to. I'm very much looking for
Let me
comfort
think
at all
of
times.
Sam and like not a history book or something because she's anti history.
I don't know. I feel like I have normal takes.
Well, that was me because
But I also haven't been-
perfect because
I haven't been
somebody was
watching
like,
things in forever. I
Yeah,
haven't watched a movie in like months.
Hmm.
So it's just like nothing's fresh either.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a fun hear me out, but
Yeah, no, they're all normal. It's like Zootopia,
no, Zootopia's Nick is a
both of them.
fox.
Nick.
Both
Okay,
of them.
Judy.
I feel like that's gonna hear me out. It's an animal.
You
yeah,
Fine,
a
Judy.
lot of people
Okay.
crush on them. They're
Yeah, no, they're normal. It's
Nick
normal.
Wilde. Yeah, it's a pretty
I
normal.
know. I
hear me
didn't
out.
have one.
Yeah.
I still don't feel like I
Mine
have
are all
one.
very
It's
normal.
really
The
like,
tigers from Zootopia.
yeah.
Yeah.
People crush on them.
The freaking wolf from the Puss in Boots movie.
What wolf?
I don't know if I know of that.
The one with the
I
bonnet
think it's the third one.
from Shrek with the bonnet.
No.
Because that would be hear me out.
Iron Man's armor is crazy, and I love
Stop
that
screen,
so
share
much.
screen.
Ooh, at that point, you should go after Jarvis. Isn't that him, Jarvis? I think that's a
Listen,
solid
let's
hear
walk.
me out.
That's a
Or
solid hear me out. I like how
Absolutely.
we have done 0 reading sprints. We're just over here.
I did warn at the beginning that this was highly possible of happening.
Yeah, it's true. That is, yeah.
I think
Very
Pauline's
normal.
onto something, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I love that hear me out. I love it.
I feel like you could say the same about like Batman suit or something, you know?
Not the person.
Suit, not the person.
I love it.
Love to see that. Hello, miss.
Kitty.
Please leave your brother alone. He's having a hard time.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I feel like someone's was like the Kool-Aid man too, and I was like,
yeah.
Let's see, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. You know?
I do think that there is a book for that.
A Kool-Aid man one?
I think there is. Yeah, she's right.
Like a novella, romance, erotica.
I learned of the bee one.
Yes. Same author.
Yeah,
Shrek one.
That was weird. Because
have I read it yet? No.
The movie was basically that already.
Mm-hmm. Mulan's horse. Yes.
Mulan's horse. You know, it's so funny because I did have a few members talk a lot about like different like stallions.
A lot of Disney horses have a weird personality. Like even
I don't recommend it. I don't recommend the Shrek one.
Wasn't it like something in my swamp?
Yeah, get in my swamp and stay in my swamp.
Yeah, that one.
That's wild. Did you read that one, Sam?
Both.
How was the dialogue? Like, I'm just so curious. Was Shrek
Shrek is named Beck and Fiona is something else. Donkey is a sexual assault predator, real bad, gross scene. There's incest. Like, it really just does it all. There's Lord Farquaad. Like, you've got all the cast.
Lord Farquaad.
The second book, there's like a sex club, if you will. Like, there's performances in private rooms and stuff, and you can watch everybody. And there's a full scene with Pinocchio. So, like, I just don't recommend the books. It's a lot.
You want to hear about? So, have you read Wicked, the book?
I haven't.
You want to talk about wild scene? The scene with the tiger.
Scene?
I've heard some crazy things about that book.
There's crazy. Yeah, I've read the first like 20% of it.
So are you talking about the puppet scene? Because that was a really uncomfortable scene.
Yes, and there's a tiger.
That book is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, the tiger scene. Yeah, that was devastating. That was like a really, really sad. It's so funny because I buddy read that with someone, and I told them that I feel like the last 20%, legitimately, the last 20% of the book actually tied the whole book together. And it's very much a book that I think you need like a seminar to discuss it in, to really dissect like what the hell it's saying. It's just one of those books. But it's also one of those books that I feel like back in the day, authors that are just these males that end up writing all women as like scandalous and with no values or virtues, and like all the men are just automatic victims in the book. And I feel like that's very similar to Wicked.
It shocks me how someone took like the Wicked book and made it into
I'm shocked too.
A masterpiece of
I mean, movie. It's not that shocking. All of the like the core essence of the story is the same. A gay man who had a short life, unfortunately, like wrote a book that really did critique a lot of things. But also, if you're gonna put animals and humans on the same playing field, they're gonna fuck. And it's gonna be weird.
I don't think that was it was the fact that they assaulted somebody, like no consent, drugged. That
happens in most books nowadays.
Let's talk about Ninth House again. My gosh. Yeah. There's a lot of that in Ninth House too.
Yeah.
Okay, dark topics. Let's go back to Hear Me Out.
I don't have any fun ones.
I guess you need to think of some.
Here's the thing. It's not a personal one because I could never. I also am also ace, and so like desiring sex with fictional characters is already hard, but finding attraction to them, sure. But
no, I agree with you, Sam, because I don't have a hear me out that's like, let me go do something.
Nothing
with
crazy. But I did
It
read
doesn't
Mating
have
with the
to be.
Mantis.
Huh?
And I do recommend it. Mating with the Mantis.
Oh no. I love that.
Best 24 pages I've read this year.
It's only 24 pages.
Yeah. It's incredibly short. It's so goofy. Don't take it serious, but it is so funny. I could not stop laughing. It was so fun.
Yeah.
I very much recommend.
I love it. I want to read that one. It's actually on my to be read list. That and
I do
Forked.
recommend.
And Hinged. Unhinged.
Okay, so Richie, Aaliyah, and I are planning to do some like sentient, silly, goofy books. We'll invite you on that one.
Okay.
Just read a bunch of weird sentient objects and maybe potentially monster smut, and we'll just like read them on stream together.
I'm so down.
That sounds
Let's
funny.
do it.
Yeah, whenever we want to do that, we'll put something in the books
Game
because
show
it'll be
stream.
fun.
I think that'd be fun too.
A what
Like
stream?
Yeah, like live react.
a bookish Jeopardy or something like that. I think would be so fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah. We probably do need to rename the stream.
Yeah, but it gets people in, and if they want to hang out and stay,
Yeah.
they can. And if they
We're
want to
fine
leave, they
because
can
also
leave.
people like I've had
That's
people
the
say,
internet.
like, I'm reading while you guys are talking.
Yeah.
Where does the
I often the amount of times that I will put sprints on, watch like 3 seconds of them talk, and then I'll just mute it and read the whole time instead is very high.
It? That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did warn at the beginning, this might just be chatty, might not be reading. And if that's the case, that's the case.
Oh well.
No, well, it's my channel, and you can hang out with us and have fun, or you can, I'm sure somebody else is sprinting, so. Depends on your productivity levels of the day. We're only going to be here for another, what, hour-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Like today's my day off. Can I go nap? Can I go eat?
Food.
Like a calm day.
I have to film a YouTube video and edit said YouTube video.
Yeah, I need to edit too. My lip
Could
liner
read
is having
books.
a moment. Why didn't nobody tell me?
Your
You
what?
can't see it.
Oh, cool.
You look good. So
Thank you.
I would tell you. I would tell you if I
Are you
have
flirting
something
with
on your
me?
face.
Ugh, that's my favorite thing. Anyways, sorry. Yeah.
June was crazy. I didn't realize how fully packed June was until looking back, and then I can't believe we're like in July already.
Yeah.
Like here we
I
go.
know.
I know.
Past halfway point.
It feels nice because Battle of the Booktubers was happening that I have all of my Sunday videos for the whole month done, edited, uploaded, ready, scheduled.
Oh, that's nice.
So I'm like, oh, cool. Half a month's work I just don't have to do.
Yeah. July's gonna be really busy for me. I'm like not ready for it.
It's okay. I currently have 3 videos planned for the weeks, but we'll see if that actually happens.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's a lot to balance.
It is.
Yeah. Plus, we're traveling a bit this month, which is exciting. We're gonna see Into the Woods at the Ashland Shakespeare Festival.
Oh, fun!
So I'm very excited for that.
You know, Moulin Rouge is coming here, and I'm so freaking excited for that.
Oh, if you don't think that I immediately looked at Portland, Seattle, and Boise once all the season tickets came out, instantly was like, all right, so when am I going where?
Yeah, I can't wait for Moulin Rouge. That's going to be
Same.
A must for me.
I believe Portland and or Seattle is doing Phantom of the Opera. So I think I'm going to try and score that as well.
When?
Don't know when yet, but next season.
That's my dream play to see. That's like
okay.
Like out of all plays, that's my number one.
I've
never seen it. I freaking love Gerald Butler oh my god.
I know. Me too.
And
me too.
I love Phantom, and I've never seen the play.
2025-26 season in Portland. Phantom of the Opera. They have a lot going on. I'm very excited. We have Beetlejuice coming here, funny enough.
Oh,
and then we are getting Book of Mormon. So you're muted again.
yeah. Today's not the day. Her computer's like, go read.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. I'm gonna play my cat on that because they're terrible.
Seattle. There we go. Yeah, Seattle also has Phantom.
So wait, are you gonna see Beetlejuice again?
Yeah. Yeah, we have season tickets here. So we'll see Book of Mormon, Mamma Mia, Beetlejuice.
Yes. Mamma Mia is also coming here, I believe.
What are the other two? I think we're getting like Tina's show, which I'm like less interested in.
We're getting the corn one here, Shucked.
Yeah, that's been making. It's also in Seattle and Portland.
Yeah.
They're also getting the Wiz. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Wow. Did I tell you guys?
They also have the Lion King though.
The SpongeBob musical.
How was it?
It was like it's like a local like group production. It wasn't like, you know, whatever, because they're on break right now since the Wicked movie came out. Like they went on break. But I was like, we were shocked because the girl who played Pearl and sang, she was phenomenal. I was like, we're watching a star in the making. Like I wouldn't be surprised if later on she was like kind of like how Ariana Grande has her story of like, and I saw Wicked when I was 5 and I wanted to play, and then down the line or something, because her vocals were insane. But like we were so curious because it won all those like awards, like you know, SpongeBob the musical or whatever, and I was like, what the hell is this even about? It got really dark really fast. Like the actual storyline got really dark. Yeah, because it basically like has fear mongering and like climate change and like helplessness, like all these things that happen. I was like, whoa, this got really dark.
Interesting.
But like the songs are really good. It was, and I kept saying like, oh, this reminds you of this artist and this artist. And then my friend looked it up. They're like, oh my gosh, all these like rock bands, like famous rock bands actually helped compose like the soundtrack and everything. That's why it sounds so like 2010s like rock and things like that. Like there's some really good songs in it. I was like, damn, like this sounds good. So that was fun. And then my friend did see that they're doing like Into the Woods, and the production was pretty great, and they were doing Into the Woods, and she's like, we should go see it. These kids performing, and I was like, I thought it was gonna be like college level theater. It was the kids. Yeah. And we were just laughing because we're like, we're just single women that don't have any relation to these children at all. And the rest are like,
hey, you're supporting the arts.
Yeah, we are. But it was just so funny because even the production person, like the leader, she was like, oh, like, who are you here to support? We're like, we just like SpongeBob.
We're just like here for the vibes.
I had no idea, but it was fun.
That's cute. I like that.
Yeah, they were so good. Like the lights and the stage and like the actual singing was like really good. And there was like a mix of kids and adults in the play. But it was funny. You guys.
I love that.
A time.
I might reach out about Phantom because if you see it. Okay.
We should coordinate whatever city we end up going to.
Okay. Phantom is like my top. I want to see Phantom so bad. So
same. It's very up there. I also really want to see Moulin Rouge. So there's that chance that I will be in Boise.
Okay. Come on down. I don't have season tickets anymore, so yeah, I'm just gonna buy the ones I want to see. So
makes sense. Yeah, we have Michael Jackson.
That's one here
coming up. Yeah, ours is in a couple weeks. So I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay. I did not renew this season. I'm kind of sad about it, but
is it the same with your Disney Pass?
It's expensive.
I didn't review my Disney Pass this year.
Because a lot of people said that so like it got crazy expensive.
Yeah.
It did. I didn't renew it because I plan on going to Disney World and I can't use it at Disney World, so I just decided to not do the pass for Disneyland this year and just take that money and put it towards my Disney World trip. So
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. Yeah. But I want to go multiple times to Disney World this year, so I'm going to try my best.
You'll do it.
It's already July and I haven't been 0, so.
But soon.
Yeah, I am. I'm excited.
That's true. You would normally go.
I know. I haven't been to Disney yet. Well, I went January.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have been once this year because my pass expired in February, so I went right before it expired, so I could like
Smart.
do one last hurrah, and then we went for my sister's birthday. So it was
Yeah.
fun.
Disney World's so fun.
I've
I'm
never
excited
been.
to see. I'm excited to see you enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Epcot and the food.
I'm really. Don't call me out, Tiffany. I love you. I'm sorry. I forgot. Yeah, I'm excited. I've never even been to Florida. So
I will say, like, the full Florida part is the worst part. Flying in, you
Mhm.
see the smog. It's just kind of gross. It's so hot, so humid, especially because you're
way.
going at end of July. I wish you the best of luck.
We're gonna be there.
Sticky.
We leave end of July, so we're driving. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
yeah. So we'll be
But
there
even
in
August.
August.
It's gonna be sweaty. It's gonna be sticky. It's gonna be icky.
Yeah.
But it is still very fun.
I'm excited though. Like I've never.
There's a lot to see.
Yeah, I'm a Disney adult, but I've never been to Disney World, so it's gonna be like a whole new experience for me, which is kind of weird because I'm like at Disneyland, I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing, I know what my plan is, I know what to do, like, and at Disney World, I'm gonna be like, I don't know where to go. Where is the bathroom? I don't know.
You haven't done like a Disney cruise either?
I've never done a Disney cruise. I really want to. I haven't done a cruise in general.
Same.
And I want to go. Oh my god, can we do a bookish retreat cruise?
Yes. There's one like small cruise that a bunch of influencers got to go on, and it was like a cozy hobbies. So people were playing board games and D&D and puzzles and reading, and like there was a library. I want that so bad.
Okay, let's plan one. Let's do a
I think we should do it. Like, just make it yourself so you actually go with like a good cruise line, because
cruises be scary.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new documentary on Netflix?
No, I just heard about it. That was crazy. But then I legit asked my friend, like, what line was it? And when she told me, I was like, yeah, that checks. I was like, I feel like that makes sense.
Have you heard of this, Sam?
No.
Okay, so it's called Poop Deck.
The Poo Cruise.
Okay.
Or the Poop Cruise or something like that. Yeah. It's on Netflix. Okay. It's
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Cammie, I know. I was like wondering the same because Chloe and I have talked about it.
Yep.
BookCon.
Ooh.
I want to do it, but I'm kind of waiting for more info. And then if we go to New York, because it's in New York, isn't it?
Yes.
Good time.
I've never been to New York before. I want to hit all the plays. I want all Great Gatsby play.
Yeah.
I told Chloe I would want to see like Death Becomes Her because a lot of friends that recently went said it was like amazing.
Is that a play?
I think it's a full musical.
I remember Daphne went to some play that with some celebrity that I don't know anything about. And she's like, it's so good. And I'm like, okay.
Maybe that was the one with like Sadie Sink.
Maybe. But yeah, Daphne's usually up to date with that kind of stuff.
Oh, see, Cammie, it's a musical. Death Becomes Her. I've heard it's like really good.
See, this is also I'm scared about. It rained every day, and there was also almost a tornado at Epcot. Like I
will tell you the thing about Florida. Florida almost every day, 4 o'clock, like 4 p.m. almost always rains. Like it's very like around the same time every single day.
Yeah.
So just kind of plan for that.
I'm nervous, and I'm gonna be doing one of the parks by myself. So I'm like,
my main question would be like, would you wear makeup to that thing? Because anytime I'm like somewhere that's humid, I don't. I'm like, I'm gonna
try. I wore a full face of makeup when I was there. And
I'm gonna try.
How did that fine enough? It was fine, but I have very dry skin, so it doesn't really
Me too.
leak off.
Well, I used to live in Texas, and which is humid. So
really? I feel like Texas is pretty dry for me, at least compared to like, I don't know. I've done Florida. Summers in Italy, like full summers, and especially where the town I was in, that's like humid city. Like
it's not like crazy humidity, but it is like I live in a very dry climate here. Like we're in a desert. It's dry here. And so from like comparing Idaho to Texas, it's like
drastically humid.
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah, to me, I was like, like summer, like New York in the summer is pretty gross.
Stop it.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I can't even. I mean, the furthest east I've been is like South Carolina, and it was humid. But I'm not.
Have you guys been to Arkansas?
No.
No. And I never will.
No, can't say I have.
I know there's like an event I have, and like I had to look it up because I was like, this is Arkansas, but it's like I'm scared, but it has a pretty like growing Latin population, so I was like, I should be fine for a night. I hope. Yeah, but I was
yeah,
like,
I would love to go to New York. Sorry, I was reading a
Same.
comment.
New York is a very big goal of mine.
Yeah.
yeah,
More the merrier.
yeah,
My mom and I are
Oh,
hoping
God.
for like a Christmas in New York type of moment when
That'd
it's
be
a little bit
fun.
snowy.
you can see
Go see some
Daphne.
Broadway. Yeah.
Mm.
Daphne moved to Jersey.
Boo, Daphne.
Yeah. She's trying to like be
Jersey's
an
right
adult.
there.
Yeah, she can pop over.
It's
pretty
right
easy,
there.
but
She'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she moved too terribly far, but they want to get a car and they needed a bigger space because they're adults.
Yeah,
Trying to be adults.
I didn't want to come off. That sounds like creepy, Cammy. I love it. I'm like, if I could just hang out and like meet a friend and be like, let's go, I would probably do that. Because I prefer like hanging and like spending time with friends that are from the area, because then they know the area and then they can like really show you. I've been to New York before, but I just didn't have enough time, honestly, when I was there. It was more like of a 2 or 3 day layover before I left to Germany for a whole year. So that wasn't really.
Bye, Tiffy. I'll see you later.
We
She's
won't be
doing
live
it.
because Chloe's, well, I guess
Yeah.
y'all's dad
Yeah.
birthday
No,
party.
she's gonna go get stuff for the party. So I'm
Makes
like,
sense.
yeah.
I forgot
She's
it was
doing
your
it right.
sister. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's why I've been yelling at her.
Diamonds at
I don't just
Tiffany's.
treat people like that usually. No.
That's why
I
she
love
knows the inside
messing with her.
secrets.
Yeah, she does. That's what.
At first, though, I was like, I know sister, but I was like, oh, if not the same
Mhm.
dad, I'm gonna be embarrassed.
No, it is. It is. We're a big family. There's a lot of us.
Yeah, I knew that, but I was like, oh,
I know you
goodness,
do.
my knowledge of Chloe is disappearing as we speak.
Nah. Usually when I do stuff like this, they'll show up. So
It's
they're
this.
there for the support.
I love it. If I could get Austin to watch a single YouTube video, like it would be probably the end of the world.
Oh, beautiful.
He just doesn't.
Yeah.
Although my mom watches almost everything. So, hey, mom,
Oh.
if you're watching, there's
We
going to
wanna
be no
support
pauses with a cat. She's so funny. She commented on one of my lives. She's like, I had this on in the background while I was doing work and wasn't really like paying too much attention. Suddenly, a cat meowed. I got so scared.
A
like, I'm
cat
sorry.
meow.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
love to support.
I'm very lucky. Like, I haven't been doing my own YouTube because I was helping Tiffany get hers started, and I was like helping her edit, and then I'd be drained, so I wouldn't edit my own.
Yeah.
But like, I have just a family of supportive people who like we all start our own things, and then we support each other. My other sister just started like photography, and so like she's I don't know. We're just all like, well, no matter
No,
what.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's how it should be.
Yes.
I couldn't tell you the last time my sister and I talked.
Oh.
Oh, give me a second.
She works across the street. Never see her.
Oh, beautiful. I
Yeah,
love it.
But we're also step siblings, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah. Yeah, just a bit now.
Yeah.
I'm forced to talk to these ones. They're by blood.
Dang birthday parties.
Dang.
Bringing us together.
Oh no. I know. My dad's birthday was like a month ago too, so it's like a really different birthday party, but
Oh goodness, yeah.
it's still a birthday party. So
Yeah. In the
yeah.
family. My family's Saturday we're gonna smoke ribs. And then Sunday, apparently my grandparents are like, let's do a whole family get together. And I'm like, I probably won't be there, but thank you.
Yeah. I love it. Like, it's my favorite. We do one like once a week where we're all like together. And we used to, I mean, they used to be my D&D group too. So like all my siblings and me, and then my sister's
You not play
fiance was
anymore?
our dungeon master. We haven't in a long time. I really want
Gotcha.
like get another group together. I've kind of talked to you about this before. I want to do a bookish D&D. Like,
I have some friends who are down to do it. Aaliyah and
wild.
Richie both. Okay, we're gonna read Sentient object romances together. I'm
Okay.
gonna introduce you. We're all gonna get a
Okay.
little comfortable. Then we'll start planning properly the book content creator D&D club. Because Richie
Absolutely in on
is
it.
DMing their first campaign in
Yes.
August. So once they get a little more comfortable, I could probably be like, hey, Richie, Aaliyah's never played before. I'm familiar but haven't like properly played D&D. And then you. And then we can add people. But I'm playing Blades in the Dark right now with my friends. And we've been going like 2 weeks straight. You're muted again, Sweet Pea. Can't hear you. It's always when you're in the middle of talking. Hello, hi.
Hi. I love it. We did that one campaign for a while, and there was like 9 of us in the campaign, so it was kind of crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
There were a group of people. And it was just a silly, goofy time. Like it doesn't have to be taken seriously at all. Like me and my brother were trying to convince a guard to let us do something by playing go fish with him. Like it was just I love being the resident hoe.
Yes.
So I'll just try to sleep with everyone.
Because we're playing Blades in the Dark, it's more like heisty criminal underside of things. But because the people we're playing with, I'm just like, and I'm a virgin who will never know men. It simply cannot be me. I'm not flirting with this man.
I love it. I'll flirt. Okay, this is kind of crazy. So our dungeon master would, every time we met a new character, the first question we always ask was their sexuality and how hot they were.
Yeah.
So he would flip, like he would roll a dice for it and like a hotness from like 0 to 10 scale, and then his sexuality he would roll a 6, and like 1 and 2 were straight, 2 and 3 were bi, and then 5 and 6 were just gay. And so
I do that when I write books too. And I'm like, all right, I'm thinking of a new character for my side character for a book thing that I'm doing, and I'll just roll.
Yeah.
You're like, let me know.
And that's how it was decided. And we would just like, me and my boyfriend was playing with me too. We were like the slutty twins. So we were the 2 that were like, yes, thank you. The horny twins. That's it. We were the 2 always like being like, okay, how hot are they? Or like, okay. And we would always
I gotta
fight.
know.
Yep. It was a fun time.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fun.
It was fun. I miss it. It was a lot of fun. I would love to play more D&D. I would love to do a bookish D&D. Yeah.
We'll work towards it.
Yep.
Make you meet more people so that you're forced to talk to them.
I know.
Broaden a little bit. I don't think it should be too big because I think it'll be overwhelming, but
yeah,
decent enough size.
No, I'm totally down.
I feel like 4 is a good place to start that we can build upon.
Yeah, I'd be down. I think it'd be fun.
But,
I would love to do more just like silly, goofy stuff like that. I want to do Book and Family Feud so bad. I just don't have enough people to do it.
You start coordinating it. I will get people.
Okay.
I'll be the good amount of people that I can. Yeah, I've got a good amount of people that I can be like, hey. And then you and I, because we share the StreamYard, we can kind of co-host it however needed.
Beautiful.
So we'll both have capabilities. So, yeah.
Let's get one started.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think it's, I don't know, I like silly, goofy things like that. I think it's fun.
Meredith, she changed her channel to Bin Chicken Books, but she's done that a couple of times on lives where we do like bookish trivia of some sort. Or I know Joe's done similar things too, where it's like bookish trivia, or like Aurelium also. G will do that where it's like, what is the book cover?
Yeah.
No, but I think it's so fun, and there's so many options and ways to do it now. So
yeah,
I'm into it.
Have you seen like the new? So like, you know how like Wordle was a big thing for a while, where I was like, guess the word of the day. There's a ton of them now, and there's one that's like guess the book of the day, and they show you like a really blurred out version of a book cover, and you get like 5 guesses.
But
sorry.
There's also one for like video games and movies and stuff like that. Like guess the video game, guess the movie.
Oh my god! Speaking of video games, Chloe, have you played Expedition 33?
No,
girl. It's so good. I cried during the prologue.
What is that?
No.
And I cried during Act 1. It's a video game. It's French designers. It's a turn-based RPG where we have to go fight the paintress, and it is so beautiful. It's so good.
Yeah.
Is it
I'm
PC?
obsessed. I believe so. I'm playing it on Xbox right now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
My
okay.
God.
So you can play
It's
it on like
so
a
good.
console.
Would it be crazy? Would it to do a bookish group repo stream or Among Us stream? Have you
No, I'd
played
be into
repo
it.
yet?
I haven't.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I feel like it'd be a silly goofy time.
Okay.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a video gaming person to play it. It's just
I know
full
Daphne
chaos.
would be down though, because Daphne is very into, like, she used to play Among Us with a different friend of group.
Oh, that's cute.
Friend of group.
Let's gaslight each other. Get to
Yeah.
know each other, gaslight each other, you know, it's gonna be a great time.
Nothing breaks the ice like losing trust with one another.
Yeah.
Oh my
Let
goodness.
me because you killed me, you know? It'll be
Yeah.
a fun time.
No, I think it'd be so fun.
Yeah. I've been playing I'm back in my Sims era.
Hmm.
I've been playing Sims
I'm
nonstop.
not excited for the new pack.
I was seeing the ad for
Enchanted by Nature, the ones with fairies.
Yep.
The base game update was bland and boring. They added nothing super cool. Usually there's like one really cool feature before an expansion pack, and there was just like nothing really. I don't really care about fairies, and the furniture I've seen is kind of fine, but it's like low-key giving like a glow-up version of Outdoor Retreat, and I'm just like disappointed about it.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of the packs actually because I haven't played Sims in years, so I just started
I've put
playing
all of
again
my
this
money.
week.
I buy every single fucking pack. I've spent so much money on this goddamn game.
I used to play Sims 3 all the time, and I had like all the Sims 3 packs, and then Sims 4 came out, and I tried it, and I was like, I don't like this, and so I didn't play it for a long time.
Yeah,
and now I'm back into it. So I'm like slowly buying all the packs and doing like the stupid bundle deals where like buy a pack and a kit and a little something for this. And I'm
you
like,
got to get them while they're on sale. I buy them full price, and I don't recommend it.
Yeah. So and then I'm kind of ashamed of this because I made fun of people who played this game, and now I'm playing it. But
hypocrite.
Yeah. Because the Sabrina Carpenter skin came out, and I went,
okay.
Fair.
I guess I'm
not
a Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into Fortnite still. My sister's really into it, and I'm just like, I don't need
Do
to.
you like it, Chloe?
I'm actually having a really fun time with it.
That's good.
I think if I had friends that played, I would get into it.
Let's go.
Since
Girl squad it up. The three of us, we can do it. I just bought all of the Avatar The Last Airbender skins so I can run around as Aang now, and I'm having a blast.
Classic.
So, have you seen those clips of like all the Sabrinas like dancing with each other?
That's what got me to play the game. I kept getting fed the like TikToks and reels of like all the Sabrina Carpenters. I was like,
you're like, fine.
Yeah. So it's sad.
Funny.
It's really sad.
I love that. Yeah, no, Expedition 33 has kind of been my entire existence right now. Like every second Austin and I have alone, I'm like, can we please play? I've tried. I like hardcore cried.
Have you two tried Split Fiction yet?
Not yet. I don't want to buy it full price.
Yeah.
And it's not on Game Pass. Yeah.
It's very
I really
bookish.
liked Two Can Play? No, yeah. The first one?
Yes. With the divorce
I like that one.
parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have fun with it. So I know I'm gonna like Split Fiction. There's not a lot of replayability to it. So I don't want to buy it for $60, play it once, and then never touch it again. So I'm waiting for it to either come on Game Pass or the sale.
Yeah. You can also do the buddy pass. So
hello, welcome. So sorry, we're not really good at reading today. We're kind of just yapping a lot, but I love Katie Colson's readathon as well. I'm very excited. I haven't read The Hunger Games though, so like I'm a fake fan of her readathon.
Wow,
yes. You're gonna have fun.
I know.
Split Fiction, yeah, it's fun. Me and Gavin are playing it together, and like you're two authors. I don't know if you know much about it, but like you're two authors and you're like sucked into your like they're all writing in their worlds and they're trying to like get out of their world, and it's like very co-op, like you're working together. Story
that's cool. See, I don't always like playing with people.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me just do my own thing, especially because I love story-based video games. You know, like The Last of Us being my favorite. That's not really something you play, you know, with someone or whatever. But like, I did see that they had Red Dead Redemption 2 out on Switch now, which is crazy. Like, I've never seen it out like that. And everyone keeps telling me like it's a really good one to play. So I want to see if they have the first one out so I can be more portable. Like I have a PlayStation, but I just haven't played it in like a long time because I want to be a bit more portable right now. And like move,
So what you say is you need a Nintendo Switch.
I have a Switch.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I have a
Like
Switch.
most things on there.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's how I was like, oh, like if they had Red Dead Redemption 1 or like play with friends. Like I've even said like, oh my gosh, I have like a whole pass when friends wanted to do Animal Crossing with me because I have Animal Crossing. They're like, come visit my island, and I just haven't.
Like I've been wanting to restart Animal Crossing.
I haven't gotten into it still. Although my stepdad has stolen my Switch and I've not seen it in like 2 years. So that's also partly why.
Oh my god, I did hear like Aiden told me, like Aiden, you know how we're talking about how Aiden Thomas is really cute, whatever. He really likes, I think he said like the Hello Kitty and Friends.
The Hello Kitty Island Adventure?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hello Kitty Island Adventure?
Yes. He told me like you'll really like, so I was like, okay, like I'm back to really embracing Hello Kitty. I love Hello Kitty. And
oh my goodness.
I saw that on your Instagram post.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I think I'm healing because I'm wearing like pink. I'm like grabbing pink things. And like hooking my little, I love her. She like brings me so much joy. My little Hello Kitty. Which she's like, but she's so like blinged up though that someone asked if I had like made that for her. And I'm like, no, I didn't go that far to make her jewelry on like this little stuffed animal, but okay. But yeah, I was thinking of getting that kitty, Hello Kitty Island.
Yeah.
I've watched streams of it. It's so cute.
It's cute.
It does look really
cute.
You
would love it. It's like Animal Crossing meets Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the reason I haven't gotten to Animal Crossing is I just am not the best with cozy games. I
play Sims.
Yeah. But also like they can die. Like, there's also chaos to the Sims.
Islander
it is
off
not a
your
normal
island.
game.
Are you the kind of person who puts on that death sheet, like the chaotic deaths? Okay.
But I just, you know, things happen. But I feel like The Sims has a lot of like random and chaos.
I don't know how they got trapped in a room, but it just happened.
Yeah, it just happened. But like, I love RPG games. I like Lost in Random is one of my all-time favorites. Expedition 33 has been going fantastic. It's just I like games with a little more substance. But
yeah,
I think it's also just because I am weird about hobbies, and I'm like, I can't really invest time into Stardew Valley because there's other things I need to do. And it doesn't have enough payoff.
Yeah.
Which is silly.
Ooh, Sanrio character. It's hard because I think like Pachaco is really cute. Hello Kitty is obviously really cute.
You're in
like,
trouble.
Batsmaru is really cute.
I like who's the white Cinna
the Cinnarol, like the Cinnarol.
Yeah.
And then there's just like My Melody.
My Melody, yes.
But
okay.
Oh yeah, that wasn't a good time. But when you catch them, it's worth it. It's cool.
Or scorpions.
All right.
Scorpions. I feel like I barely move, and they're like, ah. They're like attack. I'm like,
hello. If you haven't played Animal Crossing, Sam, that's crazy to me. That was like my first video game.
Really?
I think my first video game was like Paper Mario. Well, technically it was Pac-Man, but I don't quite know if you count that the same.
Oh my god, yeah, Super Mario Bros. On my like block Nintendo.
When we had a GameCube when I was like really, really young, and we had Animal Crossing on our GameCube, and I was like, yeah, that, and we played a lot of
I have a lot of Paper Mario, and I played a lot of the Bratz on GameCube.
Yes,
that game was my shit.
Yes,
I recently brought up to somebody, they had no idea what I was talking about, like My Scene. Remember My Scene? No, still no. That's so sad. You have not.
I didn't have one. I know what Scene is. I had the dolls, and like I'd play computer games, but I didn't.
Yeah, the computer game. No, yeah, the computer game, like the basic computer. Like people will talk about like Club Penguin, and I'm still like My Scene and the Barbie game, And like even when Barbie and Ken broke up, it was like huge on the website. Like I remember these things, and like I had no idea that
I
my
miss
scene
Flash
had
Player
legit
games.
movies and stuff. And I watched this one YouTuber like break it down. I was like, why is this so interesting to me right now?
Monkey Ball's fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
That's terrifying. This has happened. No, this one.
Really?
Where's this
The
one?
tarantula chased
Yeah,
you?
this one. This happened to me in real life. My
Oh, that's
sister and I were up late at night. It was a normal house spider, but it was at the end of the hall, and we were trying to get into the room. And my sister was like, "Let's spray Febreze on it," and it chased us down the hall.
Oh,
It was
I've never heard of
terrifying.
a spider like coming after you.
Yeah, don't spray a spider with Febreze. That's not
it
cool.
was
But
ready
like,
to fight you. My goodness.
That's crazy.
That was
All I know is like one
terrifying.
time in high school during like a certain like physics period, there was a spider, but it was like one of those daddy long legs, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And it was on the
Mhm.
desk, and somebody was like, let's just take it away. But for some reason, my friend thought it was a good idea of like, let's just push it aside with like a pencil. And when he was like trying to push it aside, it went on its hind legs and like got tall and
Mm-hmm.
started to like fight him. And I was like, I've never seen that's scary. That's a scary thought. It looked
Yeah,
so
no,
he
thank
was like,
you.
oh my God, and started to like jump on me. It was like, I've never seen a spider do that. I was like, that's wild.
Yeah, no, thank you. Not a fan. I thought I could just run away from tarantula after I spooked it. What's wrong? Those
I've
things
never
are
seen
ruthless.
anyone run away from it, Polly. Like it gets me so fast that I just like my character dies and then wakes up like in the front of the house like it normally does. And so
Mhm.
I've never had a tarantula on Animal Crossing chase me, and I hope I don't because this is freaky.
I've done it with bees.
Yeah, no.
Well, the bees will just follow you as you're
Oh
running.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why the hell? Like, what is it thinking that it's like, let me go chase this girl down? You know, like I'm leaving you. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah, no, thank you.
But not a spider chasing. It was pissed. It's like Grandpa was pissed. It's like,
Look, I don't blame him.
I think
Probably
I
had a
would
great
chase
life
someone
until
that
that
was, like,
moment.
hit with
it would
bees.
die though.
Yeah.
Like you throw Febreze on it.
It was like if I missed over it. It probably wasn't. I don't know how much longer it lived after that, but it certainly wasn't happy, and I don't blame him.
What if it got like high? It was like, let me just go.
Oh yeah, give me more of that.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, give me that Febreze.
Need that Febreze. Let me take a hit.
Oh my goodness.
No, that's crazy that it chased after you. I feel like that would end it, you know? Like
You would think.
maybe you guys didn't spray it like hard enough. It was too
Yeah, probably
messy,
not.
you
Because
know?
we were still
Like it
being
needed that
little babies.
pressure.
Yeah, we were too far away.
Yeah.
Have you heard this? Okay. Have either of you seen the live action How to Train Your Dragon yet?
Yes.
No.
Oh, have you seen
Is
How
it
to Train Your
worth
Dragon,
it?
the animated movie?
Yes,
Okay.
100 times.
The live action. I've seen it.
It's so
twice
good, Sam.
now, and I loved
Okay.
it. Gerald Butler's
Well, I
in
know
it.
like the Lilo Stitch
No,
bad,
it's
so I wasn't
not
sure if
even
it's like
comparable. No,
things
yeah.
are changing or not. Yeah.
They got the original director to do the live action, like, and he did a great job.
The jokes they added though, I was like, this is hilarious. Like this
Yes.
feels like my friend next to me. She's like, are we in a 90s movie again? Like we have these jokes.
I loved it. Anyways, about Febreze. So you know in the original animated where like Toothless the fish gives the fish to Hiccup and then the Hiccup takes a bite out of it. So I was watching behind the scenes, and so they like gave the actor Crab to redo that scene, and to keep it fresh, they were spraying it for Febreze all day on set for him to take a bite out of it. And
That's
so like him
terrible.
taking a bite of it in the movie is his like
Yes.
genuine reaction to it being so disgusting.
Why would they
That
feed
can't
you
be safe.
Febreze?
I
I would like sue. I would be like,
Yeah.
you can't get your actors to eat chemicals like this.
Yeah, you can't pay me for not
What do
that.
you mean keep it fresh with Febreze? You don't have a cooler? You don't have a
I don't-
fridge?
Lemon.
Like
I wasn't
lemon, lemon would be better. Salt and lemon. Like what the hell, Disney?
Yeah, no, I love it. Like I saw the second time I saw it in the 40X chairs.
I need to go in
Wild.
the D box. I don't want to watch it 3D. I will throw up if I have to see it 3D, but I want to go in the D box.
Yeah, the 40X is like the seats that move and it has water that sprays you.
Yeah, it's like that.
Like-
I'm good.
Yeah, the only time I've done that.
And fog,
Yeah.
and it was
But
crazy.
I want the D-box, so you're like, wee.
Yeah, the chairs were like all crazy too. Like during like the test drive scene, like we were like, I'm
I'm
fall
so
out of this chair.
excited. But it's so funny. I saw this like TikTok of this guy that accidentally got D-box. And like he had his like popcorn and stuff, and out of nowhere it just started moving. He was like, "What the hell?" He was like throwing everywhere. I was like, I don't know how you're supposed to like snack during because I feel like I'm planning to go to D-box, but like I will not be bringing snacks.
We ate right beforehand when all the trailers were playing. We just ate all the popcorn real fast, and then
because I love a good icy and like popcorn moment at the theater.
I get M&Ms and I put them in my popcorn.
Really don't?
Yeah.
So then you have like the salty and the sweet.
Yeah, but I was like, I'm not ready to be like tossing my popcorn around, and I don't eat fast enough to do that. So I would just have to like get an after treat or something. But I already watched it like normal seats, normal popcorn, normal time, and now I want to be in the box.
It's fun. It's crazy. I hadn't.
It's not like it spins like crazy though, right? It's not like you can get actually motion sickness from this.
So I get really bad motion sickness. Like I can't do 3D movies very well because I'll get.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I won't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Do you ride roller coasters at Disney?
Yes.
Or do you take medicine for that?
I do. So there are certain things I can't do at Disney when I'm there. Like Star Tours will make me really sick because it's literally like a seat and a screen.
Yes.
And it makes me
Are you talking about
that one? Got me too.
Falcon one, Chloe.
That one gets me too.
That one,
anything with a screen.
I had no idea that ride. Sorry to like interrupt, but
no, it's okay.
I have to talk to you about this because I know there was like 3 really popular ones. The one where you're basically like flying over like a simulation, the Millennial Falcon one, and then the like run one where is amazing. And so the first one I did was the Millennial Falcon, and the moment I stepped into that little cockpit and sat, I was like, I have never experienced such nauseousness, like nausea, and like it was bad. I was like, I put my head down immediately. I was just praying that I wouldn't like, I've never thrown up, but I sincerely felt like I could get like really bad vertigo and throw up.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know we've come far, but we're not there yet with simulations. Like, this is terrible. I was just praying. Like, I kid you not, I saw like nothing of what happened on that ride because I was just trying so hard to concentrate on the ground. And I wish someone told me. And so I was then scared to try the Rebel one, like the
Rise.
Rise of the
Rise
Resistance.
Is so fun though.
It was so fun, but I had to ask them first because I was like, if it's all simulations, I don't think I can do this. And when she described it, I was like, I rode that thing like 2 or 3 times in a day. Like, it was so much fun. But I skipped the other one that my mom told me about because when she went, she was like, that one was really fun where you're kind of like in seats and you're kind of like flying. You feel like
that's soaring.
Yeah, so, but I was like, I don't want to do that because it looked like it was just a screen. Like, from photos I saw, it looked like it was just a simulation screen.
It is.
And I was worried I would get nauseous again.
So soaring doesn't make me nauseous because it's not intense. It's literally just like a la da 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 da. Like, it's not.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'll try it next time. But what was the other one that got you nauseous then?
So Millennium Falcon will get me sometimes. The one that always gets me is Star Tours. So it's in like Tomorrowland, next to Space Mountain, and it is literally kind of like D-Box almost, or that like you are literally, there's like 4 rows of chairs and they move crazily.
No, yeah, that's the one that my mom said was fun, and I was like, I don't think I can do that one because it looked like a simulation, and it looked like, what's his name? 3CPO was like, yeah, I was like, I don't think I can do that one. I think I'll get nauseous. So I guess it was a good call because you just.
So I've done that one maybe 3 or 4 times because it's like one of my dad's favorites. So like when we're with my dad at the park and he wants to do it, I'm not going to say no. So I like, the last time I did it was the worst, and it was me and Gavin and Tiffany, so sister, boyfriend, me, dad, and 3 of us all got really motion sick. Like, it was like a water seat one, so it was like rocking us.
But you can't see the door, so you're fine.
I had to take off the glasses and look, like, just close my eyes because it was so bad. And even Tiffany and Gavin, who don't really get motion sick, were like feeling it on that one. I'm really scared because I get super motion sick. in Disney World, I haven't been on it yet. It's like Gavin's favorite ride and everybody's favorite ride they're all talking about right now is the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Break. No, not Mission Break. No, there's a new Guardians ride and it has a lot. It's like very screen based. And
we're not there yet.
I know. No, but I want to ride it, and I think it's gonna make me like be.
You could take something before, but the point is like you didn't get that way during D-Box How to Train. You got
muted
again.
Oh, poor girl. She needs to get a new mic.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I had to like slide my cat off my keyboard. The motion box thing didn't get me until after the movie was over, and I got car afterwards to go home because then I was motion sick in the car like as soon as I got in the car, and that
maybe because you're like stepping on ground again, you know?
Yeah, like walking around I was fine after the movie, but then we got right in the car to go home and I felt motion sick as soon as I got in the car.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind, but I feel like I want to try it, so
it's fun, like, and it's also a movie theater. It's easy to get out if you need to.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, it's not like the theaters. Because in Great America, before like Disney started doing the same thing, they had like some rides where like the seats move a lot. Like they moved a lot. And it was like a SpongeBob movie where like it just moved a lot. And I had like the worst time of my life on that thing. Not because I got motion sickness, but because it was new and I didn't expect to like be moving around like crazy like that. And it was really scary. But that one made sense because the seats were like very few because they needed all this space to literally like turn you like this and you know, like really move you around. And I'm like, a movie theater just isn't like that. So I doubt that it's gonna be like rotating you. Like you still need to watch the screen, you know what I mean? It's not,
you don't
like,
spin, like it's mostly just like up and down and like forward back motions. Yeah, and you can always get up. Like it's not, you're not like buckled in, like you can get up and get out of the chair if you need to. Like I don't know, I felt like it wasn't super motion sick.
Yeah,
and I get motion sick in like planes and cars and stuff like that. So
I love that we are motion sick early in cars and then we do crazy 18-hour 4-day drive.
I know. Well, that's why I was driving for that trip to Santa Monica. I was literally driving, I think I drove like 12 or 13 or whatever of the 18 hours. I was like,
I'm like, that's how you get it. You drive, or like you're in the passenger seat. That's the only way I can do it.
Austin drives the whole length. Almost every time.
I couldn't. Me and Gavin are doing this road trip and it's just the two of us on the way to Florida.
I'd be okay with that, but even my boyfriend's like really, really sweet to be careful because when we go like to regions like where he lives in his area, like they're very mountainy and very windy. And we're in there for hours. But I'm also really shocked that like when we're on his motorcycle, I don't get like motion sickness, but it's probably because I'm like facing forward and I'm moving like him, and it's not like I don't know.
And you also have like fresh air.
Yeah, I've never gotten motion sick on a bike either.
In traffic.
Yeah.
I think that that's the only difference. But he did have to. I was like, I'm getting so nauseous from like the constant braking and like the like stop and wind and turn.
Yeah, that gets me too.
I feel bad for Gavin when I drive in my car, because when I'm driving it doesn't affect me, but I drive manual, so it's a lot of like urching. Like like
do you not drive smooth, Chloe?
Not when I'm driving fun.
No.
Update about the boyfriend again. Crashed the Porsche, got a Corvette, still manual.
No. Bring it down.
I'll try to talk him into it.
Bring it down, please. Okay. So Corvette is like my dream dream car. Right. And I've never even been in a Corvette. Like
it was Austin's dream car when he was a kid.
We talked about this when we went to brunch.
Yeah, and he is loving it.
Oh my, please have him bring it. Oh my,
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Is it automatic or manual or what?
Manual.
Oh.
I don't think he'll ever get an automatic sports car.
Yeah, I forgot we were talking about this. When you guys came down for brunch.
He's like,
Yeah.
that's for losers.
Back when he had a Porsche.
Oh my goodness, he did. Right.
Yeah.
Please drive the Corvette down. I would love. Oh my goodness, not me trying to like. When you guys,
I think that
you don't have a trip planned down here yet.
Here's the thing: coming to Boise for Moulin Rouge, almost 100% gonna happen. Are we gonna drive a Corvette convertible
In the middle of February?
winter? No. Winter, probably not.
Lame.
Lame.
Cowards, do it.
Here's the thing: he probably would if the conditions like
You
the
don't
drive
want
back.
to drive a Corvette in the winter here.
No, the drive back from Boise, because we left like that afternoon. We're driving in the evening. It became so foggy once we hit the mountains, and I was so car sick. It was so dark. It was so sketch. We missed our turn like 4 times. I was like, this is a terrible experience. Next time we're just gonna stay a day longer.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
the drive
rough.
over the blues too. Like,
Yeah.
they get bad in the winter.
And then when you miss your turns, you go too far, and then you're in a city you shouldn't be.
Oh no.
And we didn't even have a bad winter this year, and you were like,
Yeah.
you were scared of it maybe snowing or having bad roads. I remember that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Eastern Oregon
it's
had a
nothing
little
right
bit of
now.
snow, and
Oh.
Boise was totally fine.
Yeah, no,
But
we had a
wasn't-
really chill, like mild winter. A
Yeah.
couple winters ago, you would hear like this. We had like, oh goodness, it was crazy. People still talk about it. We had like feet of snow, like we couldn't get anywhere.
Wow.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've had a crazy as well. But Phantom in Portland is April, May of 26.
I
So
might be
that
able to do that.
might be more convertible weather.
I might be able
Yeah,
to do
Portland in the
that.
spring is beautiful.
Or later May in Seattle.
Okay.
So we'll plan.
When is BookCon? Because I think it's also around that time.
It's
though,
April.
Is
so-
it?
It's straight
Hear
up
me
like April 18th.
Okay, we're traveling a lot.
We're traveling to New York anyways. Let's just see Phantom in New York if it's there. Actually, it might not be there anymore.
I
but
doubt it.
Yeah.
Since they retired it, probably not.
Yeah.
That's why it's probably on.
That's probably why
Travel.
it's in Portland.
Yeah.
But hear me out. We just
We'll
do
play
a
it all
quick
by
layover
ear.
in Portland. Layover in Portland.
Yeah.
And then from Portland, we go to New York.
That sounds like a fun month.
Sounds like
Yeah.
an expensive month.
A couple $100 extra.
It's your dream.
I would love to see Phantom. It's like it is my dream.
It's
play
one
to
of those
see.
things where you kind of just gotta make it work because you don't know when
Just
it's gonna
gotta
come
do it.
back.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
valid.
Sadly.
I know. But also, I want to do a cruise next year too. And there's just like, I already have a bunch of trips planned too. So we'll see. Because I also want to do BookCon.
Yeah. Did you felt like you chose BookCon over LA Times? Because they're both the same days, like literally the exact same days next year.
What
that
one are you doing
wild?
then? Do you know
Hmm?
yet?
Huh?
Do you know which one you're going to do?
It's rough. I feel like I'm leaning toward BookCon because it's new and I've like
Mhm.
never done that before. And so many authors I adore, like Eden Thomas and Rod, like all of them are like I've always wanted to go, and not even as like an attending author, but as a reader. And it's just
Mhm.
so unhinged. They're like even Chloe Gong was like, my dream is to be in an ARC stampede and like be in the crowd,
Yes.
not really be. I thought it was so funny. And
I want to do it.
it's the same people that like plan Comic-Con. They're the ones planning this because it's literally been called Comic-Con for book lovers. Like that's
Yeah.
how massive it is and stuff. Yeah, you're right, Cami. I think so too. And so it just sucks though, because like LA Times is a wonderful. I think I'd be more curious about the lineup and more curious about like what does BookCon entail, you know? But
Yeah.
also something new might be good. Like
Yeah.
I have been kind
Also,
of like
You can go
doing
to
a
this place
rodeo.
called Masquerade, which sounds incredible.
Yes. Oh, yes, that's true. Like I did hear that too, that they're having a full ball, like a full
A fantasy ball is fun.
yeah, like a fantasy ball and stuff. And
Unless you go to one and most of
Okay,
them
we're-
have scandals and controversies galore.
Not the one that just happened that wasn't
well,
anything.
that's why originally Chloe
Yeah,
was
a lot of them are bad.
yeah.
Although
she was-
Eugene's
I don't know
apparently
if, like,
having one, and
this-
tickets were too much. I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
spending that much money on a
Tickets are always
potentially
expensive.
bad ball.
But
I
that's
think
why
I
I was like,
spent
I don't know.
200 from the one that me and Gavin went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
still on the
sounds fun,
cheaper
but
side.
Yeah, and it was a lot smaller. It was like very influencer heavy. It was a ton of fun. It like I had a blast. I don't know what Gavin
it's gonna
thought, but
it's gonna be worth the memories. It's just a
Yeah.
matter of
And I think
priorities.
someone said that BookCon isn't gonna have any like influencer slots. It's like
I
they
thought I
wanted.
saw a thing about it today that they might.
Oh, maybe they changed their mind because the original people that helped announce it, they're like, they didn't say there was going to be like any applications for that.
Mhm.
So maybe they changed their mind or they're still as they're planning it. But I know that you were like worried because you're like, is it just a con? I'm like, no, because it's legit like the Comic-Con people, and they set the standard for book festivals. Was like
Mhm.
BookCon is their
Is
history.
BookCon similar to a Polycon where it sells out and tickets are like near impossible to get?
I
I
would
don't
imagine it's
know.
going to be. People
Yeah.
are so excited it's back. I remember watching BookCon vlogs like back in like 2016 and 17 and like
Yeah.
thinking it looked
Tammy
so
is
like
right. It used to be
looks
more
so
for like
good.
vendors and stuff.
Mhm.
And it's kind of crazy because on there, I think a friend read for me. She's like, they don't allow book carts because she knows I love my book cart. And I was like, boo. But it makes sense because a lot of people say like that the ARC drops and the swag drops
Are
are
crazy.
wild and like
Yes.
really good. And that's why a lot of people like there's photos of people like literally on the floor, like just exhausted with like bags and bags of free
Mhm.
books that they got. But
And
they're
you get
like,
a good
it's
squad
amazing.
too. Because it's kind of like the West. One person's gonna save their spot in one line, and the other person will save a spot in another line, and then you like just like you need a
That's
good
how we
squad
have
of
to do
people.
it, honestly.
That sounds so stressful.
Yes.
You know what though? Like yes and no, Sam, because honestly, I think certain book festivals are more stressful because like Y'all West, I think is more stressful because it's only like one day, very tight quarters, and a lot of drops at the same time. And they actually fixed it a lot this year where it went like more smooth, but it was still crazy. It's still stressful. But I think people said the difference is like BookCon, you have more space. It feels a bit more organized, but it also has like those random surprise drops so that you're not expecting certain things that they randomly pull up a table. They're like, guess what? Bam, like surprise drop. And so that's why they said, like, I haven't heard it be as like stressful and kind of like competitive as
That
other.
sounds like it's gonna be incredibly competitive if they're like, ooh,
But like,
random drop.
no,
And
but
people
like
are but the
it's
book
so,
community
like
is not
yes, but
cool.
it's so funny. It's so
I mean, we
funny,
had a
Sam,
stampede
hearing-
at Y'all West.
Yeah.
but it's so funny hearing people say that, like, but it's still so fun because it's huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
No, I do agree that events need to be in large convention spaces.
Yeah.
You need to have enough to house the people and give them breathing room.
Mhm.
But
I mean,
it
what were
does
they
sound
priced at before?
like a mess.
It does.
I'm
I'm
curious.
scared of because Carrie Maniscalco doesn't do book events. She doesn't travel. She doesn't do signings.
Mm,
The only one she's done in the past is BookCon.
so
So
you're
I'm like,
hoping
it might be my only chance to ever meet Carrie Maniscalco
that's
So-
fair.
if she even goes.
Probably. Yeah, there's like a lot of authors that like
Mhm.
love it, but they're like, I want to be a reader. I don't want to be an author. And I was like, I feel like that just speaks volumes. You know what I mean? Of them
Mhm.
being like, it's a time to be had. And maybe the art drops are like scary or whatever, but it also depends on you because if you're not that crazy person that needs to have every drop and
Oh,
everything.
that's really good.
Yeah. Oh, see, so that's what I mean. Like some people said that the influencer team said that like announcers said that they are trying to keep the tickets as low as possible so that it encourages book buying. Like you have money to buy books so you're not just
Mhm.
paying to like get in the center in the first place. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So we'll see.
Like I like
Sounds
that Y'all West was
expensive.
free. That was like my thing. I really like that.
Yeah, Y'all West is free, LA Times is free.
Mhm.
Like Tucson, like all of these festivals are free, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm
So
gonna
I
want to
guess-
do it. If they do a fantasy ball, I'm gonna want to do it.
Well, they
I wanna
already
dress
said
up.
that. Like
Yep.
the people who helped announce it said like they plan a ball. They're planning other activities. I think they said that there's like going to be a bedazzling one, like a painting one. Like they're planning activities during the festival so that you actually have like this
Thank
year
you.
Y'all West also had like a book bouquet like event where you make like your book bouquet,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I think that's what they said they're planning as well, like activities.
Oh, I can imagine that the reach for it is huge. So Joanna, when are you hosting your own book festival?
Yeah.
You almost got the sway now to do it.
The sway with
Yeah.
you. Why am I?
Oh, I think you could
You could
easily
do
get.
it.
Yeah, you could
If you
easily
could get
find a place
Lululemon,
to
you
host
can
it.
get a book
Yeah,
festival going.
I
yeah.
was like, you gotta be for real, like have this skills. Or you know what's so funny though is like we have an author, like we have a couple authors, like India. Can we stop? No, don't add to the narrative. Who reached out and was like, oh, like I had an idea. I think like if you host something kind of small, like with just like local authors and a few booths and all this stuff, she's like, that would be fun. And I was like, okay. And she was laughing so hard. She's like, thanks for basically like hearing me out when I'm telling you to basically plan like a book fair, like a whole book fair and a whole thing. And I was like, yeah, no big deal. It's just like an entire book fair. But I think the closest thing I could do, because I've done things like this in my city when I was part of like Chamber of Commerce, is doing like a street party, like a street party event, like not
That'd be very fun.
Book festival with like panels and stuff like that. Because
yeah, I don't think you need the panels, to be honest. I do want to go to Book Fest in Florida eventually, but that one's a little bit more lower stakes, definitely for like influencers and people that just care about the books and community, a little bit more low key than other things. There's no like authors or anything, which sounds like a fun community based thing. But I think a street fair type thing would be fun, or even just like, I know Carrie can read, she does like book exchange, like she'll rent a venue and just have a bunch of tables for everybody to exchange their books for free.
I think that sounds
so
fun.
That's also a good option.
That's so funny.
That's true.
And the way you're like, I'll help you from far away.
Us too.
You're like, I'll show up.
We'll support. Yeah. Every time I see your walking book club, I'm like, I wish I was there.
Literally. I'm like, I'm never going to be in the area at the right time because that's too far, but I want so bad.
That's why you just got to plan a trip.
I know.
Like, I'm coming.
And
then I have to be like,
have this.
Hey, so I'm planning a trip around you and you need to
Yeah.
tell me when I need to do what things.
Me and Joanna have this curse where we'll both be traveling to the same place, but like a day apart.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
Or just like being a little bit too busy.
Now.
It's happened with Joe and I once. We were in the same city for
same,
a couple of hours.
Yeah.
I've done that with you too.
Yeah.
We were both in Portland for a second and we couldn't meet up.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You were like, you had your family and you were like, I don't know if my family will be okay stopping. I was like, up to you, no pressure. And we like, boom. Like
crossed. And then we've done Disneyland a couple times where I asked you, like right before you went.
Yes, a few days apart. I was like, I can't change my date. So it's
same with LA for the the fantasy ball. You were like, oh, I'm gonna be there like 2 days later.
Yeah. Look at your face. So mad still. She's like, excuse me. I still want to do like a book hotel and like do like
that'd be fun.
In it.
I think a book retreat would be a lot of fun.
Like with a buddy.
That'd be so fun. I want to do that so bad, but like nobody in Oregon reads, and getting yourself out there is so hard. But all my friends are in very different states.
But that's why I was like, if we book a hotel, like the three of us can go and vlog and do it.
Yes,
and be like,
or like a resort of some sort, like a I don't know.
No,
I guess we just be
so cute though.
Haley, Fam, Sarah, and Destiny. They're like book besties, and they did one, I think, in Pennsylvania, where it was like a book hotel.
Cute. I saw another one that was just in Florida. Like all these book influencers went to Florida.
But like the 24-hour challenge, that sounds fun because I feel like we would be like talking nonsense.
It would go the same as the sprint. We wouldn't be reading. We'd just be yapping the whole time.
I would I would hold you guys accountable. I'd make you read.
Would you?
I finished my 24-page man.
Guys, I have Yes, I have to read 260 books a year. Like, yeah, I'm
Wait,
gonna force you to read.
Sam, you know what we should do? We should make it kind of like a reality TV format where we have confessionals.
Confessionals.
And
Oh my
like,
god,
100% would be
please.
down.
we should
We have a
start
room
talking
set up.
be like, Joanna threw her drink at me this morning, and I'm like, she wasn't reading. Okay, you can't read here. You can't fall asleep here.
I
think
love
Sam
that.
is hating on me. She keeps giving me dirty looks from across the room. And it just
She
cuts.
keeps glaring at me because I'm on my phone.
We need to
I'm
add those edits of
100%.
like dramatic music, you know, when they zoom in on everyone's faces. That's clearly edited from different times, like different times of the day. And they're
Yes.
like, and they're like, "Are you reading?" No. And it's like dun 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 dun, like everyone's zooming into everyone's face.
I don't think she's actually
"Ugh."
reading over there. I think she's just pretending to.
I think she's
Yeah.
just skimming.
I
don't
think
even
she read
she
the
has an
last
audiobook
chapter
playing.
first. Yeah. She read the last page before starting her book.
I'd be like, Sam said she's a slow reader and she's gone through 5 books in the last 5 hours. Like, she's lying. She just wants
What
to
can I say?
surprise.
Audiobooks, man.
And be like, audiobooks, my ass, you're lying.
I don't think she actually read that book.
I
Be
don't
like,
think
"Can
she read
you
anything.
read?"
She can't tell me a character's name.
I don't think she can just read.
I
Yeah.
don't think she can't read.
Man,
Yeah, I don't think
It
any of
turns
us
into,
can
like,
read. I don't know why we're
exposing
here.
Sam
we're all lying.
from
Just by the end,
booking.
we're all just laying on the floor. So none of us know how to read.
Like 3 weeks later, there's like coming out with the truth.
Exposing.
Exposing.
Our apology video.
That would be fun.
That'd be good.
I love
'Cause
that
I
idea.
like when I think I saw different vlogs in that format, and I like when you actually have like some kind of like added bits of like, oh, one book had to be like Sam's favorite, one book had to be Chloe, one book
Yeah.
we're buddy reading, and like one book, you know what I mean? Like different stuff like that. I think that would be like really fun to add some kind of like rules to it, or not rules.
No, I
but,
love
like,
that.
added
Guidelines.
elements, added like,
Challenges.
yeah, instead of just kind of like free for all, it's just like reading. It has to be
Mhm.
something that, you know.
Picking each other's books to read and stuff. Or
Mhm.
beforehand, we go to a bookstore, pick out a book for each other that they have to read. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah.
100%.
I have
think
a
that'd
very
be fun.
large list going in our Instagram chat right now of all of the things we're talking about so that we
Oh,
don't forget later.
Is
And then
that
it's
is
gonna
the
be like
title of
another
our
year.
chat gonna be the title of the Just kidding. The title of the I did not expect that from Chloe. I feel like I expected that from Sam, but not from Chloe.
What?
No, I
Our
fully
group
expected
chat
that from Chloe.
name.
Oh.
Yeah. That was exactly what I expected.
I'll say Among Us. That'll be like a funny thing Among Us, so that the audience could be like, what could their name be? They're gonna think about the craziest things. Not gonna be a big deal.
Nah, I thought about putting just my thing, but I was like, nah, that's boring. Not boring, but
I was like,
Sorry.
what? Where did that come from?
sorry.
Yeah, it surprised me too. I was like, okay.
See,
Love
Sam,
it.
it wasn't just me then, Chloe. I was like, Chloe.
Out of the two of you, though, I expected it to be Chloe. I just wasn't prepared.
But then out of the 3 of us, who do you think would put up a name like that?
Chloe.
Oh, I thought Sam.
I get
I'm
too scared
getting
to
thrown
name group
under the
chats.
Here.
The
Confessional
about
begins now.
Chloe. The truth
Yeah,
about
that
reading
was-
with Chloe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Well, okay,
No,
you gotta have
I don't have
fun.
the confidence.
Did someone change it?
No.
No.
I can't
Imagine
find
she changed it. You can't find our chat. We just talked in it like
There we
2
go.
hours ago.
And then like during
Damn,
the
someone's
meeting,
Instagram
she's
is
gonna
busy.
Be like, someone changed the freaking chat. Like
Someone
Sam
changed
and
the group
Joanna
chat
are
name.
secretly haters,
Mhm.
and it turned out to be Chloe. We're like,
That'd be
Chloe,
She just
fun.
forgot.
you changed your own chat.
That'd be so fun.
Listen, I love adding like a custom emoji and like a cute little title.
I know. I
and-
wanted to add the background. We need a photo in there. Maybe if we
Oh,
do the
yeah.
hotel thing, we could take a photo of the 3 of us and make that the
Mhm.
group chat.
Yeah. Be fun.
Yeah. I gotcha. We could do it.
Yeah, I can also just force you guys to be photographers because I have no bookish photos.
I'm trying to see what.
When me and Joanna met at Yaw West, we literally used Gavin as our photographer. We were like in this hotel hall like lobby, and we're like, okay, Gavin, you're gonna take all these photos of us real quick. And he was so he was game for it. He was like, okay. But
He's
we were
very
like,
supportive. Yeah.
yeah, we were
Yeah.
literally just in the lobby taking.
The videos are funny though.
Yes, I still have them.
Yeah.
I love that.
I have the one where you call me a cow. So
Facts. I'm standing on business. That happened.
Uh-huh.
Goodness.
I have proof.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're like beefing a lot. I don't know what's going on with them, but like the energy's
They
off.
secretly hate each other.
So you just
I don't
called
actually
me
think
a
they're
cow
friends.
too. You're out here saying we're beefing.
Yeah.
Beef. That's
Yeah.
very charged. That's very.
Thank you. Here's
Sam is
my
also
thing.
calling me a cow.
I'm
Yeah.
so good at puns unintentionally. That is my like.
Are you
specialty.
sure? Then I feel like
The
it's
amount of times that
unconscious.
Austin's like, "That was a pun," I'm like, "Was it?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
You're right.
specialty in life. That's my hidden talent. Puns.
Constantly.
I think a AAA that would be fun in the fall.
Yeah. I want to do
And then
the
we could
Twilight
read.
House. I want to do the Twilight House.
I've been
Yes.
wanting to for so long.
Yes.
The Forks.
I kid you not.
Forks.
Yes,
I will.
the Bella
I
Swan
will
house.
learn. I will
Yes.
learn how to pump my own gas to drive there.
You don't know how to pump your own gas, girl?
God, it's Oregon. We just changed that
I know
last
you
year.
guys just came, but you
It's
need to
it was
learn.
not legal until last year.
What did you do when you were in Boise?
Austin.
Okay.
He also has a hybrid, so we didn't have to get that much gas.
I still miss that sometimes, but honestly, like it's not that bad here because it's nice weather. Like
Mm.
I did realize, like, wow, this is nice when it's freezing outside in Oregon and like or
Mhm.
raining, and someone else pumped my gas for me. I'm like, that's nice.
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
2 guys. They're very nice. They're very helpful. They know my car by now. They come and assist me whenever they're there. But I will
I
learn
forget
so that I
that's a
can drive
thing.
to Washington. Yeah,
It's
no,
in-
it messes me up every time too that it's
in
not a
Oregon.
thing everywhere else because
When I
I'll
was
go.
in
It's in St.
Oregon.
Helens.
Oh
the
yeah.
Airbnb, the Twilight House. Yeah.
Okay. When I went to Oregon, we were there for a while and we didn't have anybody come out and pump our gas. Every time, like, it was always the self ones.
Oh,
Like,
that's crazy.
Unless you're
I
on a
was like,
reservation, they always had attendants to help you
"Huh?"
out.
I don't remember anybody doing it. I always remember we'd pull up to one and be like, I think we do it ourselves. Like, it gave us
That's what
anxiety.
I do that
We're
in
like-
Washington. When we cross and I forget, I'm like, why isn't anybody coming to help me? And I'm like, oh shit, I'm in Washington.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like
No,
mistakes are made.
I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. Let me just get out of my own car and do it myself. Like,
Yeah. I will
know?
become more powerful once I learn. I think
it's a
I have so
liberating
much
experience.
I have so much anxiety when it comes to getting gas. So I think it will be very helpful in the long run. I just have to do it.
Yeah, it's good to know.
Mhm.
But I will learn if we're going to Washington. They also have half
I
price
know, that
books in
thing you have to
Washington, and we
reserve,
don't
like-
in Oregon.
There's one here.
Is there?
Yeah. Next
Okay.
time you're in town, be in town for more than a day and we'll go to it.
Yes, we will be in town for more than a day. I can't do that
Right.
again.
Yeah. We have one here.
Cool. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna make a trip specifically just to Washington so that I can go to this bookstore and it will be a work expense.
I want to go to I drove past it both times I was in Portland and I was so sad I could not go to it. What is the big bookstore there?
Powell's.
Owls?
Yes.
Yeah.
wanna do
next
that.
time. So when you come for Phantom, we'll go to
Okay.
Powell's.
Okay.
It's worth
Sounds like
it.
a plan.
But you need like a solid like at least 2 hours to see everything.
Yeah. That's the one thing I wish we would have done when I was there.
Yeah.
But we drove past it. I saw it. I was driving the car, but
It was there.
it was there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good store. It's very expensive, but it's got a nice
Powell's?
selection.
You feel like it's expensive. Well, I don't know now anymore.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Mm.
Those indie
Sometimes
books.
their books are like $35 and it's like I get it, I want to support you guys, but at the same time
Well, I
there's
think it's,
smaller
like,
indie
they have
stores
so many,
that need more help.
They have so many like used books that are like really great condition that are like $12 and I don't even notice like the ones that are new.
Yeah.
That's one thing about half-priced books I really like. I can find Fairy Loot books there for like $25-$30 and I'm like,
Yeah.
sweet. I
So
just got a
same with
Chloe
Powell's.
Gong Fairy Loot there.
They have like a lot of Owl Crate, Fairy Loot. Like I saw a lot of more SEs in like the Hawthorne location. And then I went a lot to the Beaverton location. That's where I
God, that
found
Beaverton location is simply my favorite. It's so good. My friends,
really good.
Wait, are there
they came over for
multiple?
game night. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's 3.
Portland is the big one that's huge.
Yes, so
And
I
then,
drove by the Portland one then.
Well, they're
yeah,
all
that's
like
the
in
main
Portland,
one.
but that one's like downtown.
Like
well, except for
downtown,
Beaverton,
yes.
obviously.
It's
I was
the
at
main
the
one.
Japanese garden or something like that, and we that's
Mhm.
also downtown, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit outside, but
It's like I lived right like in front of the Japanese garden, and it's not in the same area of downtown at all. It's like a different, more bougie side of Portland.
Mm,
That's like northwest bordering Beaverton, so it's like a little bit more north.
yeah.
But that one was really beautiful too, and for the freeze, and it has the rose garden, and it also has like a Jewish memorial statues around and stuff like that. But the downtown one, like directly like the Pearl District and everything, that will have the one with like the many blocks of it. And then the one in Beaverton is more cozy. It's pretty big.
it has a nice parking lot.
It has a
much
nice
space.
And we circle back to the parking lot.
I remember like that was my favorite Ulta to go to.
Yeah.
And then the one on Hawthorne is worse than the one downtown parking wise, because Hawthorne is a really poppin' like street. And so the parking is horrendous. It's really, really bad. And like the space is smaller. But even my friend who works in Beaverton told me that like all the best arcs go to the booksellers on Hawthorne. Because it's just like a really popular store. And that one had like the most like Fairy Lou Owl Crate SEs that I've seen would be that store. And then
do they sell the arcs or just the special editions?
No, you know what I mean? Like how booksellers get arcs.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure they weren't selling it. Because a lot of people missed that memo.
Like that. But it was literally like the bookseller that I know in Beaverton. She was like, "Oh yeah, Hawthorne they tend to get like first dibs and like the best." And I was like, "Wow, it's not even like the one downtown."
Yeah, it's probably because it's so big that it's the tourist attraction.
Yeah, but you would think like that's where your sellers, I don't know, that's where you would send it first or something.
But yeah, I love the Beaverton one. It's so nice. It's so cozy. The parking lot is so nice.
It is very cozy. I liked it. And like I said, I found like my Six of Crows. I had like one of the books, like the special edition, and I found like the other one there, and it was like slightly used. So it was like $10.
Yeah, I got a special edition of a book that has bad reviews, and I'm very excited to read it.
Which one?
Nothing more interesting.
It's called The Orphanage of Gods.
Oh, I don't know that one at all.
Yeah, I had never heard of it either, but I love meddling gods in books, and so I got excited for it. And then I saw the Goodreads, and it was like a very low 3, and I'm like, well, we're gonna try it.
Oh, kind of like Divine Rivals and stuff, meddling gods.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about. No, okay, never mind. My brain just broke for a second.
Yes.
Yeah, Chloe, do you need to start leaving?
There's a party I have to go to.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to go too. I need to eat.
We did our nice little 3 hours though. We got to chit-chat and catch up. But we did catch up, which was the main reason we came together.
Happy reading. So how far did everybody get in their books?
How many pages?
Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Our TBR just got longer.
I know.
Like,
our plans.
Somehow this didn't work the way we thought it would, you know?
It worked exactly
somehow the opposite. But thank you anybody who hung out with us. We didn't read it all, but thank you guys for joining us. And we will see you probably in